Hey everyone, it's Jen with Timeline Tarot, and this is what you don't see coming for the week of April 20th, 2025. I'm going to begin with Aries, work my way around the zodiac wheel here, ending at Pisces. Timestamps, as always, will be in the description box. I've set the intention of this reading to be for Sun, Moon, and Rising. If you're not sure what your placements are, also in the description box is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. Take a look at that site and just come back here and click on the timestamp for the respective placement or placements that you wish to view. At the end of this reading, I will do a collective general reading for everyone watching, utilizing the mystery card here at the bottom of this deck. Do keep in mind, my friends, this is a collective general reading. It is not individualized or personalized to you, and therefore messages may come through today that do not fully resonate. And if that happens, please don't get upset. It just means that one message is intended for someone else of your sign or your sign's placement. So as I always say, in a collective reading, just take what fits, how it fits, and leave what doesn't. And of course, if you'd like a live one-on-one, face-to-face Zoom tarot reading with yours truly, please visit my website, thetimelinetaro.com, for more information. With all that said, let's begin. Hello, Aries. Now that we are officially out of your season, I hope that you were able to enjoy that time as well as celebrate your birthday. Let's see what you don't see coming, my friends, for the week of April 20th, 2025. You have dirty offer. Didn't you receive this last week? Wow. Okay. I guess you have someone who's very persistent here. Tell me more about the dirty offer here for Aries. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you had this for this last week. Tell me more about this. Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Bottom of the deck, we have Chariot. Someone really wants you to say yes. Someone really wants victory here. And I don't know if it's in your professional, personal, or romantic life. Let's see. Maybe they're taking a different approach this week. Tell me more about this dirty offer here for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the week of April 20th, 2025. One more shuffle now. Thank you. We have the Ten of Swords, which, you know, when I do these readings, the messages come in and go out, like they go out as quickly as they come in, but I do get to watch the video while it's uploading. And I'm pretty sure you had the Ten of Swords, but it was lower. Like it was still in the 4-card formation, but it was lower. Let me keep going. Ten of Swords, Page of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, Eight of Pentacles. And I'm pretty sure the Queen of Cups was here, like waiting for your response. Bottom of the deck, Five of Wands, Justice, and the Ten of Cups. That leaves the Devil, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Strength card at the bottom of the deck. I do think this individual is about to sweeten the deal for you. Ten of Swords for me, certain sword cards, if you've seen my readings before, I say they're sliding scale. 3 of Swords, 5 of Swords, 7 of Swords, 10 of Swords. So I don't know what this was for you. Some cutting words, a disagreement, a full-out breakup with this person. Something clearly transpired here that brought about the end or close to the end of this connection. Could be a friend, family member, or lover. I have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn on the board, as well as Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and of course we have Libra there in the Justice card. So you're starting off the week already on the outs, to some degree, in some respect, with whomever this individual is. And then we have that Page of Pentacles to the Queen of Cups. I feel like this person is extending some kind of offer or opportunity to you. They're hoping you'll say yes. Remember, we saw that Chariot card, which is all about forward movement and progress and victory and quote unquote winning. And so I feel like this person does want you to invest, or they're hoping you will invest in this opportunity. You will take this opportunity. You appear to be a little internally conflicted with this in the Five of Wands energy. Whomever this person is, you are looking for equal reciprocity in the Justice card. You're looking for something that is fair. You're looking for something that is balanced. And you're also looking for something that is provides you with a level of emotional contentment, which you appear to be lacking in whatever connection this is. So this is what you want, but this is what they're offering you. They're offering you stability. They're offering you structure. You seem to be more focused on wanting reciprocity in love. So, you know, I mean, this could be something, and I'm just going to use work. I always use work as an example because I think people can best relate to that, and you can apply it how you see fit. But if this happened to be a work situation, this is a boss who's offering you a raise. And while you love the idea of receiving a raise, right? People hardly ever say no to them. What you really want is a job environment where you go into work and you're not overly stressed and everyone gets along and you feel emotionally content with the time that you spend there. So it's like they're giving you something that, yes, is enticing. And, you know, who in the world would really say no to it? But it's not completely what you want. Again, just, you know, apply that to your particular situation with whomever this person is. Tell me more about the offer, the Page of Pentacles here. Tell me more about the offer. And then once again, this person is showing up in your reading as this Queen of Cups. I don't read body parts, could be masculine, could be feminine, but I sort of feel like they're waiting for you to come back with an answer. Bottom of the deck, Four of Cups. And I think last week we saw the Four of Cups as well, where you're like, maybe, I don't know. I need time to think about it. Tell me more about the, because again, it's not giving you, they're not offering you exactly what you want. They're just offering you more money or more stability or more structure. You know, this is the friend who says, I promised, you know, I know we've been distant. I promise I will call you more often. Or they send, I don't know, they send you flowers or something to apologize. But you're like, but I'm looking for a mutual emotional reciprocity with you as a friend. Like when I'm down, I need you there for me. Again, it's just an example. But it's like, thanks for the flowers, but I actually need you to show up emotionally for me. And so that's why I think you're internally conflicted. And that's why you're seeing this as a dirty offer. Tell me more about this offer. Page of Pentacles. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Page of Pentacles, clarified by King of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Two of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, we have Ace of Swords, and that is the truth. This person is presenting you with an opportunity, you being the King of Wands, whether you're masculine or feminine, presenting you with this opportunity to rebalance or recalibrate this connection with them. Yes, for some of you, this is a pay raise at a job that you are not emotionally fulfilled at whatsoever. For others of you, know, again, this could be an individual who's buying you something or promising to better balance the scales with you. I promise I'll be the friend that you need me to be from now on. You know, it's a family member who's afraid you might cut them off, and they're coming in with some type of offer, again, or suggestion on how to restore stability or structure to the connection. And if this is a lover, same thing, right? It's, you know, promise of date nights, promise I will spend more pentacle energy on you, time, love, money, commitment. But what you're looking for is emotional security, not financial. Although financial is nice, and structure is nice in any connection, professional, you know, personal or romantic, you're looking for emotional stability, emotional structure, emotional reciprocity. I just want to clarify that Justice card there for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising, because I kind of feel like you will voice an opinion on this. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Wands. It might be a little erratic. I'm not going to lie to you. You might fly off the handle a little bit. That Knight of Wands energy sometimes could be a little erratic. Tell me more about Aries' response here. One more shuffle. Thank you. Remember, you have the divine gift of free will. You can respond however you want. Please don't just do what I'm telling you the cards are saying. I just want to tap into the energy for the majority of the collective. We have Queen of Wands. See, there you go now responding. Right, if they're presenting the offer to you that as the King of Wands, you're responding as the Queen of Wands. You have the Two of Wands here, and you have the Six of Swords. Bottom of the deck, we have Eight of Swords. So it appears for the cross watcher that the response from Aries is, I really need to think about whether or not I want to accept this offer and move forward with it. That seems to be a very polite response. So not as erratic as I thought you would be. I feel like your emotions could be very well charged up as the Knight of Wands, but it looks like you're dialing them back and at least presenting the response to the individual in a very adult way. Whereas, you know, Knight of Wands would be a little bit more erratic or immature. So even though inside you might be feeling Knight of Wands and erratic, like, I can't believe this person would do this. I told them over and over again what I need, and they're coming in with this, you know. It just seems like your response to them, though, is a level up on the maturity scale there of like, I don't know. I need to think about whether or not I want to accept this and move forward with this offer or opportunity. Looks like you'll give it a lot of thought, continue to be at a crossroads. And then we have the Three of Swords, the Five of Swords, and the Ten of Pentacles. It looks like possibly in that following week, which would be like the first week of May, this could, you know, depending on how the energies play out, but if everything stays like this, then it looks like 2 weeks from now, there very well could be a very cutting argument here where it could be a rejection to this person's offer, and that could lead to some heartbreak for them. But again, take those messages, how they resonate to you. Yeah, that Page of Swords would be you finally communicating back 2 weeks from now. But again, energy is fluid and anything can change. But the snapshot for this week is that individual who tried to tempt you this past week is coming in again, sweetening the deal a little bit more, but still not delivering exactly what it is that you want. And so it looks like you're, I want to say politely rejecting it, because it looks like, you know, the feeling I get here is you don't want whatever this is, but you're not quick to say no to it. And I don't know what that is for you. Maybe it's a job and you want to say no, but you're afraid that if you say no, they will fire you, right? And so you're just kind of biding your time till you find another job. That very well could be it. But it definitely appears to me like you're trying to delay giving an actual answer. For some of you, it's because you really have to think about it. And for others of you, you're trying to strategically come up with like an exit plan, because if you do come back and say no, you feel like then you really got to fast forward and move things along. And you may not be ready to do that just yet. That is what I have for you, Aries, for the week of April 20th, 2025. Your tarot card, your what you don't see coming for the week. I'm so sorry. What you don't see coming for the week is a dirty offer. That's what I have for you. If you like this message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Taurus. We're officially in your season. So if you are celebrating your birthday this week, I'd like to wish you a very happy birthday. Let's see what you don't see coming, Taurus, for the week of April 20th, 2025. We have always partying. Tell me more about always partying here for Taurus. Tell me more about always partying for Taurus, sun, moon, and rising. Bottom of the deck, my dear, we have Justice, which is Libra energy. Both you and Libra are ruled by Venus. You're both a Venusian energy. Feel like you're looking for equal give and take in a particular situation, or you want things to be more fair or more balanced. You're looking for the scales of justice maybe to be corrected or rectified in your favor. Tell me more about this. One more shuffle. Thank you. First card out, my dear, we have the High Priestess. We have the Knight of Cups. We have the Five of Cups. And we have the Page of Swords. Bottom of the deck, we have Four of Pentacles, the Magician, and the Nine of Cups. That leaves the Six of Wands, King of Pentacles, and Two of Wands here to a Three of Cups at the bottom of the deck. I definitely see you holding on to your manifestation. You're manifesting, or you're trying to call in your Nine of Cups, which would be emotional contentment, however you define that. Tell me more about the High Priestess. There are a couple cards here on the table I'd like to clarify for you. Tell me more about the High Priestess. Why is that here for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising? Bottom of the deck, we have Knight of Wands. I feel like there's an action that you want to take, but you are keeping it to yourself for now. High Priestess energy could be a very quiet, secretive energy. Knight of Wands would be wanting to take the impulsive action in a particular direction, or to make a particular decision about something. But High Priestess would be an individual who's keeping it to themselves. One more shuffle here. Thank you. High Priestess clarified by Four of Swords. Very much so, keeping it to yourself. Four of Cups. Oh, two cards came out. The Six of Cups and the Five of Pentacles. So, Taurus, I feel like you are very disappointed in a soulmate, soul bond connection in your life. I don't know who this person is for you. Could be your neighbor, friend, family member, lover. Take it how resonates for you. I read for a lot of you, but the Six of Cups for me it typically is a soulmate, soul bond connection. Which, whether that's an individual you've known, since you were a child, and they're a sibling or a family member, or it's a friend you've had for a long time, or it's a lover. Even if it's someone that you met a week ago, you could feel a very close soulmate, soul bond connection, like a deja vu feeling. I've known you from a previous life. I just know that you feel a very close bond to this person, however you define them, regardless of the length of time they've been in your life. However, this person this week, first week of Taurus season, is making you feel a bit abandoned or neglected. You could feel here like the feelings that you have for this person, or the loyalty that you have for this person, are unrequited in that Four of Cup energy. You could feel like, try as you may, regardless of what you give, this person does not give back to you. So, this is the friend who, I don't know, you're always there to, and I'm just going to use birthday because we're now in your season, but, this could be the friend where you're always there to celebrate their birthday, but when it's your birthday, they forget about it, something like that. So I do see you trying to heal from some type of Three of Swords heartbreaking moment that you had with this person that left you feeling abandoned or rejected in some capacity. And I feel like you're keeping the pain to yourself. I also think that there's something within you where you want to do something about it, because we saw that Knight of Wands, but you're keeping that to yourself as well. Bottom of that, King of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, and the Tower. I've tapped into a Taurian collective where it's like, I will take action when I'm ready, or I will say something about this when I'm ready. King of Pentacles, very action orientated. I know it's the slowest king, but when he makes a decision, a Taurian energy goes both ways. Takes a long time to come to a decision, but just like you can't move a Taurus in a particular direction, once they make a decision, they're unmovable as well. So this decision of yours, Taurus, it will be solid by the time you make it. Right now, you're sort of contemplating, internalizing everything that is transpiring here. But the feeling here is like, when I'm ready, I will take action. When I'm ready to speak up about this, I will take action. Tell me about the Knight of Cups here. Why is the Knight of Cups here for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising? Bottom of the deck, we have Star. I feel like you are wishing or hoping that this person comes through because of whatever this past disappointment has been with them. I feel like you're hoping they come in as, with some type of Knight of Cups gesture. Knights in tarot are messengers. So it's like, I'm really hoping in that Star card energy that this person comes in with an apology or a gift for my birthday or some show of affection. Yeah, and again, it's sort of like what you're manifesting and you're hoping and you're praying for. I don't think it's coming in because we have you in the 5 of Cups here this week. But you are starting off the week hopeful. Tell me more about this. One more shuffle. Clarifying that Knight of Cups, we have the 2 of Swords. We have the Page of Wands. There you are waiting. And we have the Queen of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, we have 7 of Wands. So I feel like you're a bit guarded. Part of you is like, I'm really not expecting this person to come in or to provide whatever this opportunity or offer is. So I'm a bit guarded, but at the same time, I'm simultaneously waiting. 2 of Swords, Page of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles, whether you're masculine or feminine. It's almost like I don't know if they'll come in, 2 of Swords, but I'm waiting for them to. I don't believe they will, though. So you're a bit defensive. This is also a little bit of a, I don't want to use the word aggressive. I typically don't find Taurians to be aggressive. This is more like you standing your ground. I'm not going to this person because they wronged me, because they rejected me, because they made me feel this way. So, the 7 of Wands as an individual, I'm standing my ground. That I'm speaking like you. You are to come to me. You did this to me. You made me feel this way. So that's why it's this feeling of, I'm not chasing this person. This person wronged me in some way, hurt my feelings or abandoned me or made me feel like the love was unrequited, however it pertains to your situation. And so 2 of Swords, I'm not moving towards them. I don't believe they're going to come towards me. However, I remain hopeful and I am waiting. 5 of Cups. Why is the 5 of Cups here for Taurus? Why is the 5 of Cups here? Sun, Moon, and Rising. Bottom of the deck, 3 of Swords. I feel like although you're waiting and waiting and waiting, you don't receive what it is that you're waiting for or what you're expecting. So even if the person does come in, they don't come in the way you thought they would, or they're not presenting the offer or apology, et cetera, whatever it is you're waiting for, it's not to the level or to the degree or to the depth that you were hoping it would be. Tell me more about the 5 of Cups here for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. One more shuffle. Thank you. 5 of Cups, clarified by the Tower, the World, and the Queen of Swords. Oof, Taurus. Okay. I feel like you are so disappointed by this individual by the time we get to the end of the week that you are making a decision to shut them out of your life, to cut them out of your life. I feel like you just want to end the pain. And your decision here is the only way to end the pain is to, well, I don't like that. I don't want to use that word because I might get demonetized on, I don't want to get censored on YouTube. Cut them out of your life. Turn your back on them. Knight of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, and 8 of Wands to the 8 of Cups. Yeah, whatever it is that they're offering took way too long to get here. So again, that communication, that apology, that gift, that offer of love, again, it took too long. And you're realizing that. And so I do have you here at the bottom of the deck walking away in the 8 of Cups. But again, this is all like internally happening to you. Page of Swords, you're finding something out here. What is it here that you are finding out? Why is the Page of Swords here? There's some kind of information or communication. Bottom of the deck, Wheel of Fortune. So I know everyone hates to hear this. And listen, I get tarot readings done privately for myself as well. I mean, I draw my own cards, but I do have a tarot reader that I go to, a couple actually. And I know that we all hate hearing them say that everything happens in divine timing, but it does. And that doesn't mean that there's no such thing as free will. Of course there is. You can repeat cycles as often as you want. But even those cycles are occurring in divine timing. And then you can choose whether or not you want to repeat them or not. I hope that made sense. So this is happening in divine timing. Tell me more about the Page of Swords here for Taurus. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Page of Swords, clarified by the Queen of Cups, the Five of Wands, and the Six of Wands. Bottom of the deck, Seven of Wands again. The feeling I get here, Taurus, is that what you are realizing is that this person, remember, we are clarifying that card, always partying. This person is really good when it comes to showing up for others, Six of Wands, when they're getting public praise, when they're getting attention from someone else, when someone is stroking their ego. They're very quick to show up on that horse you were waiting for them to show up on, like that, the knight in shining armor type of thing. They're very quick to show up when there's adulation, adoration. Again, stroking of an ego. Six of Wands could be a little bit of an egoic energy. But when it comes to you, there's conflict, and you kind of feel like you always have to fight to get this person's attention. And that's what your realization here is in the Knight of Swords. You're kind of sitting back and like, oh, when they have to show up for that person, they show up for that person. But when it comes up for me, to show up for me, it's a struggle or it's a fight, or I have to fight with them, tooth and nail to do it. So that seems to be the overall feeling here. So yeah, they're always partying, right? Out having a good time elsewhere, or able to show up for others. But when they have to show up for me, there's a fight or there's a struggle. I see you here, Taurus, holding on to wish fulfillment. You're manifesting it. It's almost like I deserve better than this. In that respect, you're right. We have the Eight of Swords here, showed itself at the bottom of the deck. So tell me about this Nine of Cups here for Taurus. One, I think part of you has been hoping and praying this person would show up correctly. Does not appear this week that they are. And if they are, again, it's not to the level or depth that you expected them to. Bottom of the deck, the Devil. Devil to the Hangman to the Page of Pentacles. Taurus, I feel like you have been through this cycle with this person over and over and over again. I think it's a very toxic cycle for you. I feel like this person takes a long time to show up for you. And when they do, they offer Page of Pentacles. Again, it's that page energy. Again, not up to the depth or scope that you were hoping that they would show up in. Tell me more about the Nine of Cups here for Taurus. One more shuffle. Thank you. Nine of Cups, clarified by Knight of Swords, Eight of Wands, and the Hermit. Bottom of the deck, we have the Hangman. Taurus, I feel like you are doing some very deep introspection as a result of what transpires here. This is a little feature out, maybe by like the second week. So that would be like the first week of May. I feel like by the time you're getting into that last week of April, heading into the first week of May, you're really evaluating really what is my Nine of Cups. Now, I don't know, this could be a job for you. And this will be you taking a huge pause and a huge time out to evaluate, does this job really make me happy? Because they really don't show up as consistently. I don't get the promotions or raises that I believe I deserve, but I watch them dole them out to everyone else, and I'm always sitting on the sidelines waiting for my turn, and my turn never comes, or when it does, I don't get anywhere near what other people get here, and yet I produce more, or I know I have more value, and it's not being conceited. It's just, what you bring to the table. And same thing as if this is with a friend or a family member or a lover. It's like, is this person really the best I could do in terms of a friend, a family member, or a lover? Is it really my wish fulfillment? Because it doesn't make me feel too happy when they don't show up, or they don't show up the right way, while simultaneously showing up for everyone and everything else. So there's some introspection here about, what is my wish fulfillment? What direction do I take to get there? And what, if anything, should I communicate to the individual that I am deciding to leave behind, or the job I'm deciding to leave behind? This is a Taurus who then is, I'm going to find, the feeling here is, well, I'll find another job. And when I leave, I'm going to give them a piece of my mind when I do. But I'm not quite sure how to say it, or I'm not sure what to say. And again, I think there's just a little anger there, and I don't blame you, because whatever this is consistently inconsistent is the best way I can put it. But that's what I have for you, Taurus, for the week of April 20th, 2025. It looks like, I don't know who this soulmate soul bond connection is, but they're repeatedly letting you down You kind of were like crossing fingers and toes this week that they would come through for you. It appears they do not. And that will launch you now into like this period of introspection, probably for the, a week or two following this week. So, well into May, at least till the end of that first week of May, really deciding, do I really want this job or person or friend or lover to really be part of my future? Because the only thing they're consistent at is being inconsistent. Yeah, and that always parting card is like they always show up for everyone else when it's a good time, but they're just not here for me in that same way. That is what I have for you, Taurus, for the week of April 20th, 2025. If you like these messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Gemini. Let's see what is... I was going to say, what is our tarot card? What is wrong with me today? Let's see what we don't see coming for the week of April 20th, 2025. No facts. Never has the facts. Makes crap up. Lies. Oh, winner, winner, chicken dinner, I see. All right, Gemini, we are dealing with an individual this week who has no facts. They're just making things up about you, about us. Tell me more about this for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Tell me more about no facts. Bottom of the deck, we have Ace of Cups. Why do I feel you're getting an apology from someone who misjudged you? Tell me more about Eight of Pentacles. Just came out of the deck, okay? Eight of Pentacles. Tell me more about no facts here for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the week of April 20th, 2025. One more shuffle now. Thank you. Eight of Pentacles, Six of Cups, the Star, and the Page of Cups. When I'm good, I'm good. I should just start calling out the cards sometimes. King of Cups, Two of Swords, Nine of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, Six of Swords, and the Hermit to the Page of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Gemini, I feel like you have a soulmate, soul bond connection here. I don't know if it's, your neighbor, colleague, friend, family member, or lover, but this is someone who I feel criticized you at some point. They either misjudged you or they believed something that they heard about you. They heard something about you from someone else and they believed it. There's someone here who's coming in with an apology. I feel like you have just been nose to the grindstone, doing your work here, Eight of Pentacles, trying to stay busy. And I feel like this person is coming in with an apology. You appear to be at a crossroads and in your head about whether or not to accept it. Well, tell me a little bit more about this person. Actually, let's find out first about this Page of Cups. Let's clarify the Page of Cups for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Page of Cups for Gemini. Bottom of the deck, my dear, we have the High Priestess. It's possible there's been some silence between you and this individual, or if you're communicating with them, maybe not as much as you used to after whatever transpired here. Tell me more about the Page of Cups here for Gemini. One more shuffle. Thank you. Page of Cups, clarified by Three of Cups, King of Swords, and the Devil. Oof. Bottom of the deck, the Fool, Queen of Swords, and Ace of Cups shows itself again. This person is obsessed. This person is obsessed. This person is obsessed with reconciliation. This person is obsessed with getting you to forgive, like wanting you to forgive them, wanting you to allow them back into your life. I want to clarify that Devil. I feel like this person is expressing this week to you their deep desire. Like the Devil could be a very deep desire, an unrelenting deep desire to have some form of reconciliation here. Yeah, World card. I think this person feels they either did something, Gemini, that ended your connection with them, or they feel like the ending is teetering. And so this person is coming in like, have you ever been in the store and then you hear like, clean up aisle 3? That's what this feels like. Clean up aisle 3. Like we need, like this person's like, I need to come in and fix this like now, like right now. Let's clarify that Devil here. Clarify the Devil. One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Devil is clarified by the Three of Swords. Yep. The Strength card and the Six of Wands. This person will be unrelenting with you this week, Gemini. I tell you that much. I don't know how they broke your heart. I don't know if they did something, they said something, they alienated you in some way, they believed something that someone else said about you. I'm reading for many of you. So, you know, this can go 1,000 different ways. I don't know how you experience this Three of Swords heartbreak with this person. But what I do know is they're very much in their ego this week, and they're very much wanting to reconcile with you and make things right. Bottom of the deck, we have High Priestess, Judgment, and the Five of Pentacles to the Seven of Swords. Again, I don't know what this person did or said. Seven of Swords to Eight of Wands. Could have been some really cutting words. You could have felt deceived by this person. You could have felt betrayed, alienated. Five of Pentacles, felt abandoned, felt rejected. But this person is making the judgment call after some period of silence or maybe a decreased level of communication between you and them, making the judgment call to come in and want to apologize to you. Tell me about the Eight of Pentacles here. Now, I don't know what this was about. Pentacles are resources, time, love, money, energy. I don't know if this person said something about your job. They could have said something about your family, maybe about how you make a living. Could be about even a craft or hobby or project that you've been working on. I know you've been pouring pentacle energy into it, and this person appears to have made, I guess, a comment. Seven of Pentacles, maybe a comment about it. Tell me more about this Eight of Pentacles. Let's try to figure out what this person did, because I feel like it's all happening this week. Like they're doing or saying something, and it's triggering you to go quiet, and it's triggering them to come in, you know, hella fast to try to fix it. So what is it that they did? Eight of Pentacles. One more shuffle here. Thank you. King of Pentacles, Seven of Swords. There we see that again. And Temperance. Bottom of the deck, Seven of Pentacles. I feel like this person they could have criticized you in a number of ways. They may have made comments or criticized your ability to parent. Queen of Pentacles sometimes could be seen as parents. They could have criticized or made comments about your work or how you make money or your investments. They could have also made comments about your long-term relationships. You know, maybe this is a friend who spoke out of turn and said, oh, that's why you can't ever find anyone. You know, it could be something like that, like a slip of the tongue, but man, was it cutting to you. So again, I feel like this person is trying to come in and restore balance after saying something regarding whatever it is you pour pentacle energy into. Again, commitments, family, how you raise your children, your home, projects you're working on, skills you have, skills you're expanding. There just seems to be something here of like a oh shit moment. That's kind of what I'm feeling like. Two of Swords, Nine of Swords. You're really up in your head. Two of Swords, you're not sure if you want to accept this person's apology. Let's get 3 cards here on that Two of Swords. And remember, you have the divine gift of free will. You don't have to do what the cards say that you're going to do. I like tapping into the collective to see what the majority of Geminians will do. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Swords. Man, I should have called it, because 9 of Swords and 2 of Swords is 11. And so 10 of Swords, once you've been stabbed in the back and you're ready to recover, then you get the Ace of Swords. I knew I should have said something. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Swords. So I think you need a minute to gain some clarity about this apology and also about what transpired here. Tell me more about the Two of Swords here for Gemini. One more shuffle. Thank you. We have the Eight of Wands. And you know, the Ten of Swords card, everyone says it's a bad card. It is, and it's not. It just means it can't get any worse. It's also the Sun in Gemini, which means that the sun is coming up, the worst is over, and now better days are ahead. So I typically don't see that as a truly negative card. I mean, it is, but you know, every card in tarot has a negative side and a positive side, and the positive side is it can't get any worse. And for when a Gemini gets a 10 of Swords, I really feel it's like, because air is moves for us so quickly. I mean, moves for everyone, but for an air sign especially so. So it's almost like the ending is going to come really quickly, and then the new dawn, new day is here like almost the next day. So Eight of Wands, Two of Cups, and we have the Page of Swords. It does appear that you are communicating back to this person, Queen of Swords, King to the Queen. They don't have to be an air sign. It just means that you are talking to this person. I have, what do I have on the table? Aries, nope, that's the Cup King over there. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We have Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We also have Leo again on the table in the Strength card. So take those signs how they resonate to you. This person does or said something regarding how you invest your pentacle energy. It really seems to be a oh shit moment. It appears you go quiet on this person. They're rushing in, obsessed, wanting to have victory here, wanting to give you clarity or an explanation about what transpired. I do feel like this person is very apologetic. However, I will add they are tremendously in their ego as well. And it does look like you're taking a little bit of a time out here to try to gain some clarity, but then there is communication. Queen of Swords, Six of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, and there we go, the Ten of Swords. So, which is, you know, the Sun in Gemini. So most of you, most, not all, most of you will be willing to put this behind you and move forward with this individual in some way. I don't know if you're going to restore the connection exactly to what it was, but I don't see a world card where you're completely alienating and shutting the door on this person. But it does appear here to be some type of equal give and take in terms of a conversation. Queen of Swords to the Six of Pentacles. So at least you will be conversing with this person. So that much I do have for you there, cross watcher. That is what I have for you, Gemini, for the week of April 20th, 2025. If you like this message, it resonates with you, or you wish to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Cancer. Let's see what you don't see coming for the week of April 20th, 2025. We have haunted, memories, flashbacks, trauma, and side effects. Tell me more about haunted here for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I think you had this card about a month ago. We don't get it often in the spread because this is almost like an, 80 card deck that I use. So we don't see it very often. And I remember when I do see it because it has the Halloween, jack-o'-lantern there on it. So tell me more about haunted here for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Bottom of the deck, my love, we have the Four of Pentacles. Tell me more about haunted here for Cancer. What do they need to know about haunted? One more shuffle here. First card out, my dear, we have the High Priestess. We have the Page of Wands. We have the Nine of Pentacles. And the Seven of Cups. Bottom of the deck, the Star, the Six of Cups, and the Lovers. Aww. Tell me about the Page of Wands. Before I say anything, I'd like to clarify that. Page of Wands there. I feel like you have had a period of silence with someone that you deem to be a soulmate. And I don't just say you deem them to be, they are. Six of Cups to the Lovers, whether they are an actual lover or not. Six of Cups for me is a soulmate, soul bond connection. Is every soulmate, intended to stay in our lives forever and ever? No. But for that period of time, for that moment in time, they are a soulmate and they are contracted to be in your life. So I don't know if this is a family member, a friend, a lover, a neighbor. They come in all shapes and sizes. But I do feel like this is definitely pertaining to a connection. I don't feel like this is a situation or an environment. This is definitely a connection for you. Tell me more about the Page of Wands here for Cancer. One more shuffle now. Thank you. Page of Wands clarified by the Sun, the Ten of Wands, and the Four of Pentacles shows itself again. Bottom of the deck, we have Knight of Pentacles, the Magician, and the Knight of Cups. Give me a second. Let me clarify the High Priestess. I don't want to speak out of turn, but I almost feel like you knew this person would come back, or you knew this person would communicate with you in some way. The Emperor. You knew that they would eventually show up. Tell me about the High Priestess here. Queen of Pentacles. Tell me more about the High Priestess here. Temperance. Tell me more about the High Priestess here. You knew. I feel like you knew. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Ten of Cups. You knew. Bottom of the deck, Seven of Pentacles. So the feeling that I'm getting here, okay, is that you have a connection in your life, and it can be connections. You're going to have to take how it resonates to you. Friend, family member, lover, maybe the construct of a family group, or a friend group or something like that. Different for all of you. But I feel like you have been kind of focusing on other things in your life. Queen of Pentacles, very nurturing energy, whether you're masculine or feminine. So I kind of feel like you've been taking care of you, focusing on you, maybe focusing on your money. Could be getting a little creative. Queen of Pentacles in this deck is drawing. So I feel for some of you like you're busy making money, or you're busy adding to the stability and structure of your life. Definitely taking care of you in this energy, feeling very balanced, very good about yourself. And I also think that you're finding a level of emotional comfort or contentment that maybe you haven't experienced in a while. While you're going through all of that, which is huge, right? Because you're transforming your life in some way, becoming financially balanced, emotionally balanced, et cetera, et cetera. I kind of feel like in the back of your mind, you have been thinking about a particular connection in your life that you no longer have. And I think part of you, because we saw that Magician card, I think part of you has been hoping or praying that this person would come back in some form or fashion. I feel like this week you do hear from this person. The Page of Wands is clarified by the Sun, the 10 of Wands, and the 4 of Pentacles. I feel like memories, I kind of feel like you and this person are mirroring one another right now. Like you're busy doing your own life and tending to your responsibilities and taking care of yourself, and they're doing the same thing. And this week, you're thinking of them. I feel like they're simultaneously thinking of you. The only difference here between the two is I feel that you are not contacting them. I think you're haunted by the memories, and I say that in a pleasant way. And they are too, but they are prompted for whatever reason to reach out to you. I think they see you as the 9 of Pentacles, whether you're single or partner, doesn't matter. They see you as being abundant, enjoying the fruits of your labor, taking care of yourself. Some of you could be gardening, especially those of you in the Northern Hemisphere or in the Southern Hemisphere if you have a greenhouse. But there's definitely is a feeling here of you, again, feeling a little bit better balanced and more carefree and probably happier than you have been in a while. It's like you've come through a storm, but something this week just triggers you to think about this person and maybe about what you had with them or what you wish you would have had with them. And ironically, this person is doing the same thing. Like in the Temperance card, I have the Sun here, and then I have the Sun card here in their energy as well. Queen of Pentacles, you're focused on yourself and other projects. This person is holding the 4 of Pentacles. I feel like holding on to memories of you. But while you are emotionally content, 10 of Cups, they are emotionally burdened, 10 of Wands. I feel like that's what prompts them to contact you. Tell me about this contact here from this individual. I just saw the Page of Swords. So yeah, I do believe that most of you are receiving some form of communication. Judgment. You'll have to make the judgment call. And 7 of Cups, I think you're going to be a bit confused. Even though part of you has been waiting to hear from this person, I also feel simultaneously you feel really good about where you're at. And I think you've healed a lot from where you've been when this connection, came to an end or whatever cataclysmic issue occurred here. Tell me about this 9 of Pentacles. Or actually, I want to know, what's the message that Cancer is receiving? What is this message? One more shuffle here. Thank you. 5 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, Judgment shows itself again. Bottom of the deck, Justice. I don't know, take the message how it resonates to you. This person, I get a couple of different messages here. They could feel bad how the two of you parted. Their life feels empty without you. Their life hasn't been the same without you. There's a feeling here, if this is a business, okay, and I'm not going to rule that out. For some of you, this very well could be the former business that you worked at. Maybe they're not doing as financially well as they did when you were there. And this could be them reaching out to you this week, asking you to come back. Could be something like that as well, because we have lots of Pentacle energy here on the table. For others of you, again, it's just a soulmate, soul bond connection, however you describe them. Whoever they are is different for all of you. But this is a wanting to come back in again and wanting to rebuild the connection, wanting to come in from out of the cold. And you have a decision there to make. The 7 of Cups talks about confusion, many choices. And then that Lover's card is you have a choice to make. So tell me about the Lovers. Again, I'm going to say the same thing to you. I say to all the others when I clarify that type of card. You have the divine gift of free will. You don't have to say yes. You don't have to say no. You can accept the apology and not the person. Don't just do what, I say or another tarot reader says. Please don't ever give up your divine gift of free will to anyone, myself included. However, I do tend to get a little curious for the cross watcher, bottom of the deck, 10 of Swords, to see what the response for the, again, majority of the collective will be. You don't necessarily have to fall into the majority. Tell me about the Lovers card here. I do feel like you're turning this person down. To some degree. We've got the 7 of Wands. Tell me more about this decision. One more shuffle here. And I only say that because we saw the 10 of Swords. We have the 6 of Pentacles and we have the 2 of Wands. Bottom of the deck, we have 9 of Wands. So you're in contemplation. The majority will not say no. The majority, though, will be defensive. 7 of Pentacles will stand their ground. And we'll then need some time to think about 2 of Wands to the 6 of Pentacles. Do I want to collaborate with this individual again? Do I want to invest any pentacle energy into them? Do I want any semblance of reciprocity with them? There's also a decision here to be made with that Judgment card to the 2 of Wands. Do I even think I can get reciprocity from this individual? Because maybe in the past I didn't. So there, you know, something like that could be at play also. But this Nine of Wands, Nine of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, and then the Four of Cups. See, I did feel a rejection. So there's something like, well, this at one point, this was everything I ever wanted. Nine of Cups. This was the job I wanted. I don't know, living location, the friend, the family member, the lover, etc. And there would have been at some point in my life, I would have eagerly jumped at this Ace of Pentacles, at this opportunity to get to the Ten of Pentacles that this person is presenting me with. But now things are a little bit different. I'm a different Cancerian. I'm speaking like you. I'm Cancer 2.0. And because of that, I'm not a yes or a no. I have to think about it because I'm in a really good place and I did a lot of work and I feel balanced and I feel financially driven to succeed and I feel emotionally content. And although I miss this person or I miss the good times or I miss working there, you know, whatever this is, I'm not so sure that anything has changed here from that person's perspective. You know what I mean? Like, I know I've changed. I'm Cancer 2.0, but are they whatever they are 2.0? Because I don't know if I'm willing to sacrifice what I have gained since I departed from this entity or this energy. And so for me, in a personal reading, the Four of Cups is a no. It's usually unrequited to some extent because it's not a resounding yes, but take it how it resonates to you. Most of you will put up your defenses and you'll need some time to think about it because, again, at some point, this was everything you wanted, but you have transformed so much since then that although those memories are sweet, they're also bittersweet. And you have not forgotten the bitter part of it. So that is what I have for you, my love, for the week of April 20th, 2025. It looks like you do have, I'll just call them an energy, an entity from the past approaching you this week. Looks like you're both mirroring one another when it comes to thinking one another. However, you're emotionally content and they're not. And so it looks like they are coming in to try to relieve the burden and have a new beginning with you. It'll be entirely up to you what you decide. That is what I have for you for the week of April 20th, 2025. If you like this message, it resonated with you, or maybe just found it to be helpful or even hopeful, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, Cancer, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Leo. Let's see what you don't see coming for the week of April 20th, 2025. We have photo proof, getting evidence. Tell me more about photo proof here for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Your collective has been a little inconsistent lately on the channel. I apologize. Lots of messages always coming in for you, where some of the others, it just seems to be, you know, one or two messages come in. You, Virgo, Libra, seem to be flooding with messages. So let's see what comes in for you this week, my friends. Tell me more about getting photo proof here. We have the Magician. The Magician. Tell me more about photo proof here for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the week of April 20th, 2025. One more shuffle. Thank you. We have the Five of Wands. We have the Eight of Pentacles. We have the Eight of Wands. And we have the Four of Swords. Bottom of the deck, we have Six of Pentacles, the High Priestess, and the Queen of Swords. That leaves the Three of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, and Judgment here at the bottom of the deck. Well, obviously here you're healing from some kind of Three of Swords moment. I don't know if for some of you that could be financial, for others of you emotional, psychological, you know, and Three of Swords is sliding scale for me. And I know some tarot readers are just like, oh, that's heartbreak, that's third party. It could be for one of you watching, but for me, it's sliding scale. You know, this is feeling sad because, I don't know, your friend called you the day after your birthday, not on your birthday. You know, this could be someone lied to you or they lied by omission. It could be betrayal. It could be deception, you know, and we all internalize pain differently. We're all affected by pain differently. You know, I was speaking to a friend about this once, and I said, you know, if your boyfriend makes 2 stops on the way home and forgets to tell you about one completely accidentally, is it a lie by omission? It did. You know, it was. Was there any deception there? No, but you would not forgive them. I would, because I know I love my person and I trust him. I also know that he can, you know, forget his mind every now and then. And he doesn't do that to be, you know, deceptive in any way. Just like, oh my God, yeah, I forgot to tell you that I stopped there for 5 minutes. So we all process pain differently, and we look at the Three of Swords card very differently. So I don't know what this was for you. I just know that you've been healing from it. And part of the way that you've been healing from it is you've been trying to move on to more tangible things that you can really, put your heart and soul into, or you could really work on. I feel like you're staying really busy lately, especially this week in that Eight of Pentacles energy. A lot of irons in the fire, staying very busy. I like the Five of Wands in your deck. No one is fighting. We're typically in the Five of Wands. There's a lot of clashing. And it could, it could mean internal clashing within you or external around you or something that you're part of or a larger group. This seems to be very calm for you. So I like this. I feel like whatever arguments or disagreements there have settled down around you this week. Any internal conflicts you have, I feel like you're feeling more peaceful. You're definitely very busy this week with the Eight of Pentacles energy. Again, I feel like you're doing a lot of different things on the home front and at work or with career and finance or just projects and hobbies in general. And then we get the Eight of Wands. We get communication. Or it could be this proof that you're waiting for. I don't know. Tell me about the Eight of Wands here. What is the Eight of Wands? You're obviously healing from that Three of Swords very nicely here because we have the Four of Swords. Tell me about the Eight of Wands. You know, in the Three of Swords card, it's always interesting because, I'm sorry, in the Four of Swords card, we have the Three Swords that was, originally seen going through the heart in the Three of Swords card. But then that fourth sword is the Ace of Swords. And that would be truth. And that would be clarity. So maybe you are receiving some type of proof or evidence this week in respect to something that maybe in the past, like broke your heart or let you down. Again, in whatever Three of Swords moment that was, it looks like you're receiving some kind of, information or communication that's providing you with like the proof or facts, like, oh, that's why that happened, or that's why they said what they said, or that's why, oh, I get it now. That's why they did what they did. So it looks like the evidence is coming in towards you. Yeah, someone's giving you the evidence, the pentacle proof here. Tell me more about this Eight of Wands here. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Two of Wands, Ten of Pentacles, and Three of Cups. Bottom of the deck, we have Page of Wands. You're receiving communication here. And again, I don't know what this is for you because I'm reading for so many of you. For some of you, it's regarding your finances. And this is going to clarify, maybe for you, internally, this will clarify for you why you didn't get that raise or why you didn't get that promotion. Again, we're trying to figure out here why that Three of Swords ever happened to you. And it looks like this week you're receiving that proof. So why you didn't get the raise, why you didn't get the promotion, why that person was antagonistic towards you at work, why that family member, or maybe, within the construct of a family unit, like the group of people, why they disagreed with you at some point, or they argued with you. For some of you, you could be finding out why someone didn't show up when you needed them to show up. And this could be regarding something like they didn't show up for, I don't know, Christmas brunch. It could be something like that happened last year, but it's like, now you're getting the photo proof or evidence of, like, again, the feeling is, oh, now I know why they did what they did, or they said what they said, or why they didn't show up. For some of you, you could be receiving word that an ex of yours is either in a new connection, or and again, just, don't take this if it's not your message. You could find out, you could get some proof this week, like, oh, that's why they ended things with me. Because they were with that other person. And I'll give you a quick example on that. I know some of you hate my stories, but I try to share them with you when I feel like they're relatable, also when I'm called to share them with you. So I want you to know I understand what this could be for you. So I remember asking for the divorce in the summer of 2020. And then you fast forward about 2 years, and I had started seeing someone new by that point, and I was pretty happy with him. And my ex came by. We were still going through the divorce process, but on fairly good terms at that time. And we're sitting out in my back patio overlooking the creek, and asked him how he was doing, in terms of romantic relationships, because for all I knew, he was dating multiple people. That's, what I was hearing through mutual friends. And he says this woman's name. I'm not going to say her name on here, but he says things are going extraordinarily well, and he's very happy. And they went to some island in the Caribbean, and they were now planning their second or third vacation. I said, wow, things sound very serious. And he says to me, and this was my Four of Swords, kind of Ace of Swords moment. He said, oh, I've known her for many years. And I remember just kind of like looking around, and I was like, oh. And he's like, oh yeah, we go way back. And I thought to myself, in 24 years of marriage, I'd never heard her name before. And I knew all of his friends, and he knew all of mine, and we worked together. So it couldn't have been anyone through work. So, we ran a business together. So it kind of left me sitting there like, So it could be something like that. And again, it's evidence or proof. Again, it's not maybe tangible in your hand like a photograph, but it could very well, eight of wands could be communication, where someone just kind of blurts something out like he did very innocently in the moment of a casual conversation, and it makes you realize, huh, okay, that's why they didn't fight for the connection, or that's why it was so easy to let me go, or maybe that's why they ghosted me. So I want to say that because when I see the 10 of Pentacles to the 3 of Cups, you could find out that someone like an ex of yours is with someone, but they've been with them for a long time. And that just might be like, well, wait a minute, I was with them at that point. Or wait a minute, how could they be with them for that long? You know what I mean? Like, we just broke up. Again, it could be for one or two of you like that, but there definitely is a revelation here of evidence that comes to you, page to page energy here. Some type of information here is coming to you, and it gives you the okay, so this thing that I've been healing from, now I have a little bit more clarity about why that happened. Now I get it. 6 of Pentacles, High Priestess, and the Queen of Swords. I kind of feel like this proof that you get, this pentacle proof that, look in this deck how it falls out of the sky. It's just like it comes out of nowhere, right? Because you've been busy. You're not fighting with anyone. You're feeling good. You're healing. You're not paying attention to that 3 of Swords anymore. And then it's like, boom, this kind of falls on your lap, kind of like it did for me that day. So just kind of falls in your lap. I think you keep it to yourself, High Priestess, like I did. No need to argue about it. It happened so long ago. I don't know. For some of you, maybe it happened 8 to 10 years ago and you're just hearing about it now type of thing. But I think it just makes you feel a little bit better about how things ended up in that Queen of Swords energy to the High Priestess. It's like, well, the proof is in the pudding and I just got the pudding. So I don't really need to say anything, but maybe I won't be as friendly towards that person moving forward if they're ever to contact me again. Because the Queen of Swords is not very friendly, very direct, and she'll communicate with you, but she's not going to tell you just how wonderful you are, because now she knows what you did or why you did what you did that caused that 3 of Swords for her. So that's kind of the feeling that I'm getting here. It's like you keep it to yourself, right? No need to argue. Happened long ago, but or happened far enough ago that you've healed from it. But the feeling is like, well, now I can confidently turn my back on you, Queen of Swords, and not really second guess myself if I'm doing the right thing. And certainly not second guessing anymore any favorable opinion I have of you. Queen of Swords is not going to have a favorable opinion of you after she has the truth or the facts of the matter, because that, you know, in the 4 of Swords card, there's 3 swords. That's what was in you. You now have the Ace of Swords, the truth, and now she's holding the Ace of Swords, the truth. So now that she's armed with the truth, you know, yeah, I don't think you'll be as I don't think you'll be even as nostalgic about this person as maybe you were beforehand. The Fool. Yeah, I kind of think you just have like, it's a new chapter now for you, because now you have the truth. Now I think you're set free from whatever this was in the past. Now you understand that maybe it wasn't entirely all your fault. Some of you maybe were blaming yourself for why that connection or whatever, why you didn't get that raise or why you didn't get that promotion or whatever it was. But now that you're armed with the truth, I feel like you'll see things a lot differently. Tell me about this Queen of Swords here moving forward. That's your energy, whether you're masculine or feminine. One more shuffle. Hangman. King of Swords. 7 of Wands. Bottom of the deck, Judgment. I think you make the judgment call that from now on your communication with this individual will be limited. Your belief or support of them will be limited, and you'll also be very much guarded with them now that you are armed with the truth. I think you're holding back from telling this person what you really think about them, but you're not ruling out doing it in the future. It's just like, if they ever cross me again, then I'm going to give them a piece of my mind. Until then, any communication with them will just be delayed. Hangman energy. That is what I have for you, Leo. Okay. Looks like at some point, someone crossed you or caused some sort of 3 of Swords moment. You've been healing from it. No internal conflict, no external conflict for the collective anyway. I can't speak for you individually, but it looks like it's a pretty smooth week in that respect. You just appear to be very busy. And then out of the blue, you get a little bit of proof about why something happened or didn't happen for you in the past. I think it gives you the clarity to move forward. Most of you, and at the end of the day, you do what you want, but most of you appear to be very tight-lipped on it. You will be more guarded with this person, and it's almost like a promise to yourself in that High Priestess energy that should this person cross you again, you will give them a piece of your mind. But I think you're going to reserve that for a future date. For this week, I think you're just getting the proof that you've needed for quite some time. And that might help you to officially be able to move on from this in that full energy. Like now emotionally, you could really let it go. That is what I have for you, Leo, for the week of April 20th, 2025. If you like this message, it resonates with you, or you wish to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Virgo. Let's see what you don't see coming for the week of April 20th, 2025. We have moves in silence. Didn't you get this like a week or two ago? Tell me more about moves in silence here for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Tell me more about moves in silence. Bottom of the deck, the Hangman. Well, moving in silence, all right. Tell me more about moves in silence here for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's get a couple more shuffles there. For the week of April 20th, 2025. One more shuffle now. Thank you. First card out, Two of Pentacles, Six of Wands, the Star, and the Hermit. Oh, you move in silence. You move in silence. Bottom of the deck, Six of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, King of Swords. No need to announce it until I master it. Love it. What are you working on? Two of Pentacles. You are working on something. You're balancing something. You're looking for victory, and you are working on your wish fulfillment, and you're keeping it to yourself. Okay, I really don't want to ruin this. I really don't want to ruin this for you. Tell me more about the Two of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, Eight of Cups. You're walking towards, or you have been walking towards wish fulfillment, right? The Eight of Cups is a cup of movement, a card of movement. You left behind something that's no longer emotionally pleasing, and you're now working on something that you can be victorious in. Tell me more about this Two of Pentacles here. And you're doing it very delicately. You know, I could be speaking to a Virgo where you're not happy with your job. You're continuing to show up, but you're looking for another job. Like, shh, right? I'm moving in silence away from this job. No, I don't need to announce it right until I land the next job, or I open my own business, or whatever it is here that you're working on so diligently. Tell me more about the Two of Pentacles here. One more shuffle. Thank you. I told you, Nine of Cups. You're working on your wish fulfillment. I'm good. I'm good. I'm not always good, but sometimes today's a good day. Knight of Swords and the Eight of Cups. God damn. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Wands. I don't know what that passionate new beginning is for you. It could be, oh, shit. Oh, sorry. Tower. Ace of Wands to the Tower. Ace of Wands to the Tower, to the Queen of Wands, to the Fool card. All right. I don't know what you're cooking up. I don't want to ruin it for you. I could be speaking to a Virgo, and I'm going to throw out a lot of different things here, okay? You know me. I love the Virgo collective. You could be working on launching your own business. You could be a business owner and that Queen/King of Wands. I don't read body parts. And you're coming up with a devilish good idea to market your products or your services to the public. And you're about to smash and crush the competition. And you're not telling anyone about it. It's like loose lips, sink ships type of feeling here. And no one is going to sink your battleship this time around. I could be speaking to a Virgo where you are planning to leave someone. And you're doing it very quietly. They think you're content in the relationship. And for all I know, you could be like buying a house and getting another apartment. And you are gearing up for your next life, your next chapter. And you are not saying a peep to this person again until you're ready. So maybe until that next living location is all done and you're ready to move in. And then it's that 15 seconds of insane courage of I'm out. I feel like whatever you're working on, I'm getting the feeling here of it will be devilishly good, or devilishly successful. This has, I don't know, if this is work related, this has the potential to make you a lot of money. I feel like there's a stroke of genius here within you. So you're moving towards a new job. You're not telling anyone about it. You're moving away from a lover. You're not telling anyone about it. You're moving away from one lover towards another lover. You're not telling anyone about it. You are currently employed, but you're about to launch your own business. You're not telling anyone about it. You have a business, but you've got this hella good idea on how to market your products or services to the public that's going to make you a crap ton of money, and you're not telling anyone about it. It's like, when I'm ready, I will execute. Knight of Swords in this deck is like slaying a dragon. When I'm ready, I will let everyone know. For right now, delicate balance between, it's like being stuck between two worlds, that Eight of Cups and the Nine of Cups, right? where I don't want to be and where I want to be, or the job I don't want to be at, the job I want to be at, the relationship I don't want to be in, the relationship I do want to be in. Same thing if this is like living situation, etc., etc. You are working very quietly and very diligently and keeping it to yourself on your wish fulfillment. And you're not telling anyone about it. Now, I could be speaking to a Virgo where you are single and you are entering a relationship and you're not telling anyone about it. You're moving in silence into this relationship. It's no one's business. Excuse me. Maybe you feel like every other time you get into a relationship, you tell people and they spoil it for you, or they don't really wish you well, or there's something like that. Some of you could be moving into a new relationship and you're just not telling anyone about it. You're like, well, I'm just going to take it slow. And if things work out, then I'll let everyone know. But there's no need for me to make a big announcement, that I'm entering this connection. Whatever this is for you, you're very happy working on it. And you see it as wish fulfillment. I mean, 9 of Cups and a star card, damn. But that Hermit, you are keeping it to yourself. And I'm not going to reveal what it is. So King of Swords to the 8 of Pentacles. When you have mastered it, when I feel this relationship is where I want it to be, then I will announce it. When the new endeavor starts making me money, then I will announce it to friends and family. I kind of feel like you don't want anyone to spoil this for you or to wish you bad or give you evil eye kind of energy. Or, for some of you, you don't want anyone to steal your idea. Could be that too. So the overall feeling here is like once I start seeing the fruits of my labor, the company starts making money, or I'm ready to launch this new company, or I'm leaving this job for that job. You get the gist. The relationship is really has some pentacle energy to it now. It's not just lust, Ace of Wands, but we've been dating for a couple of months, 6 months, things are going great. It's like, then I'll tell everyone. Because the 8 of Pentacles is I'm starting off as an apprentice and I'm doing this very diligently. I'm working on until I become a master of it. So whatever this is, it's like, I'm not going to tell anyone until I'm ready to launch, or the relationship is strong, or I've mastered whatever this is. I don't know. Hell, maybe for some of you, you picked up a guitar and you're learning how to play guitar, but you're not going to tell anyone about it until you can, you have a really damn good solo down pat type of thing. And then it's like, well, then I'll tell everyone that I learned how to play the guitar. Take it how it resonates to you, but you are moving in silence towards wish fulfillment and you're not telling a soul. Tell me about this King of Swords here to the 8 of Pentacles. One more shuffle. Thank you. Kind of want to know what happens when you tell everyone. We have King of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, and Page of Cups. And then I'll make a little announcement. That we're getting married. We're moving in together. I now have my own business. I've launched that product and it's making me a lot of money. I patented that idea. There's something here that you are working on. And when you feel that it is a success for you, however you define success with whatever this is, then you're going to make a small little announcement, Page of Cups, and let the rest of the world know. I'm in love. I launched a business. Yep, it's doing hella good. I'm making a lot of money. There's something like that. Like when you feel solid and steady in whatever this is, and you can see longevity to it, that's when you're going to make this little pss, pss, this little, hey, did you know I'm getting married next week kind of announcement. It's crazy, I know, but that's the feeling I get. 5 of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, and the Fool. Because the last time I told everyone, they either put me in a negative mindset, or maybe some of you feel like, you've got someone who wishes you bad, or they smile to your face, but they kind of give you the stink eye or the evil eye type of feeling. So again, it's until I know that whatever this is absolute success, I'm not telling anyone about it. Because the last time I did, shit hit the fan and everything went awry. So I'm not going to tell anyone about my new beginning now until I am ready. This week, my darling, you are moving in silence towards the 10 of Pentacles, however you define it. And the rest of the world will know what that is for each of you when you are ready. Until then, you are very quiet about it. I love this. Love this. We're ruled by Mercury. I mean, we don't stay quiet for anything. So this has got to be good. So whatever it is, I wish you a lot of luck with it. That's what I have for you, Virgo, for the week of April 20th, 2025. If you like this message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Libra. Let's see what you don't see coming for the week of April 20th, 2025. We have impersonator. Wants to be you, acts like you, dresses like you, copies you. Now, Libra, I will say, when I do a personal reading and this card comes out, it usually means a particular situation, environment, or connection is not all it's cracked up to be. You know, it's the job that looks great on paper. But if you were to take it, it's like, oh, shit, what did I do? So let's see what comes out in tarot for you. But yeah, I mean, it very well could be for some of you, someone who's jealous of you and wants to be like you. Could be a card of, you know, of envy. But more often than not, this is a particular situation, environment, or connection is not as it appears to be. Something sinister is at hand, or someone is withholding information or trying to make something, or maybe even themselves, sound too good to be true or better than what they actually are. Tell me more about impersonator here for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Bottom of the deck, Nine of Swords. I'm going to reserve comment. Just remember we saw the Nine of Swords. Tell me more about impersonator here for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the week of April 20th, 2025. What do they need to know about this impersonator? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Impersonator clarified by the Five of Pentacles. Watch your money. The Devil. Hide your kids, hide your wife. The Sun. The Queen of Cups. Bottom of the deck. Page of Wands. There's your communication. Justice. Do I have another card there? I love this deck for you, but it's new. So, and the Knight of Wands. That leaves the Six of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, Ten of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Everything is not as it seems to be. Please don't take my word for it. Use your intuition. You're a highly intuitive sign. And at the end of the day, you are the Justice card. So, which holds the Ace of Swords, right? Lady Justice holds the Ace of Swords. So, at the end of the day, you have the ability to see right through this. You're an air sign. You are the Queen of Swords in tarot. I mean, you're any of the sword suit cards, but more particularly, you are the Queen of Swords. There's something here, and I'm going to clarify for you. But when I said, you know, hide your kids, hide your wife, hide your wallet type of thing, yeah, it's a joke, but I mean that. There's someone here expressing to you their love, their gratitude, their admiration of you. There's a little bit of stroking of the Libra ego this week. This person is doing it for financial reasons. Devil to the Five of Pentacles. They're either down on their luck financially and they're looking for a loan, or they're looking for you to financially help them out, or they're afraid that if you exit their life, they will be without. I don't know. Maybe this is someone you financially support in some way. Let's start to clarify. Five of Pentacles. Tell me more about the Five of Pentacles. Oh my God, I can't say that. I'll get demonetized. Look up the song Gold Digger, because that's what's playing in my head. Five of Pentacles. Please clarify the Five of Pentacles here for Libra. I will add it to the pinned comment as well, that song. I'll put the video for it so we can all enjoy it. One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. Five of Pentacles clarified, and that is the truth. You are dealing with a gold digger, my friends. I don't know if that's a friend, a family member, a neighbor, a colleague, a coworker, your boss, your lover. I don't know who it is. But when I say something and I get that, you know, an ace, I know it's the truth. The Star and the Ten of Pentacles. Okay. Bottom of the deck, Four of Cups. Please watch yourself. I want to clarify that, Devil. This is an individual who does not have the capability to financially sustain themselves. If you are an employer, okay, if you are an employer, you own a business, or you're responsible for hiring people, you may be interviewing someone this week, and it's just an example, who's really putting on that face of they are worth the Ten of Pentacles. They have so much knowledge and experience. You'd be a fool to say no to them. And meanwhile, this person's experience is Five of Pentacles. They're nowhere near worth the 10. They are impersonating, pretending to be better, pretending to, you know, have more experience. So if you are an employer and you're interviewing anyone this week, I would check every damn reference on that resume, because something is not on the up and up. I would even like research the references, because for all you know, they're just friends, you know, pretending to be ex-employers or clients or something like that. There's something shady here. Excuse me. For others of you, you have someone in your life and they don't want to see you go. They don't want to see you go. And they are really trying to stroke your ego and tell you how much they love you. And they may, I'm not going to discount their feelings for you, but you're a checkbook to them in some capacity. You provide them with pentacle resources. They don't feel they can get anywhere else but you. And so this person is impersonating or embellishing their feelings for you or how wonderful you are. So you continue to pour pentacle energy into them. Time, love, money, commitment, etc., etc. Tell me about the devil here for Libra. If someone is presenting you with a contract this week, I would comb that thing over 10 times. I would read all the fine print. I would have a lawyer look at it, or an accountant, or a trusted friend or advisor. Something is not on the up and up here. What is that, devil? Bottom of the deck. Page of Cups. Coming across very sweet. I'm telling you, listen to that song Gold Digger. I will post a link to the video because it's playing so loud in my head. It's even hard for me to channel right now. Tell me more about the devil here. One more shuffle. Thank you. The devil, the fool. Hoping that you take this opportunity. 4 Pentacles, to invest in them, to offer them with structure and stability. The Knight of Swords. This person, whatever, King of Wands, whatever they're presenting to you, it's going to sound good. They're going to look good. They're going to smell good. They're going to be a bit affectionate. Their whole purpose of doing this to you is they're impersonating who and what they truly are, or what they actually bring to the table, or what you even mean to them. Because, I mean, devil to the Knight of Swords could be a very deceptive, manipulative, communicative energy. So again, buttering you up and telling you everything you need to hear so you can continue to provide them with stability, or you will take a chance or a gamble on providing them with the stability that they so desire. Queen of Cups, who is this person? Tell me more about this person. They don't have to be a water sign. Tell me more about this person. Sun, moon, and rising. Bottom of the deck, 9 of Swords. Didn't we see that we saw that card at the onset of the reading? This person is up in their head, really trying to come up with ways on how to manipulate you this week. I have no other way how to say it. Tell me more about the Queen of Cups here for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. One more shuffle. Thank you. They don't have to be a female, okay? 4 of Cups, and they don't have to be a water sign. 4 of Cups, Ace of Cups. I'm telling you, strength. Bottom of my deck, 3 of Swords. This person, this person wants to go from you neglecting them, 4 of Cups, to you loving them. From you not giving them an offer to you giving them an offer. From them feeling unrequited to them feeling requited. From them feeling rejected to them feeling accepted. This is a very deceptive person. Now, normally 4 of Cups, Ace of Cups, strength, not so deceptive. When I roll it in with all the other energies, which are all clarifying the impersonator card, highly deceptive. This is someone who, if this is a love partner, can I be honest with you? And don't take this if it's not your message. Please don't drop me comments. Are you saying my person don't love me? I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is, if you've had a lot of problems with this person and you are like this close to walking away from them, and they have felt rejected by you in some sense, 4 of Cups, like this has been unrequited, and suddenly they come in and they love you, and you're so brave and you're so strong and you're so wonderful. Or maybe you've been feeling unrequited love from them. I'll put it that way also. This person did not suddenly have the epiphany that you are the best thing since sliced bread, and they don't want to lose you because they love you. They don't want to lose the financial stability that you offer them. There, I said it. I'm sorry, cross-watcher. This is someone who will do or say anything they have to do or say to keep you in their life so you can keep investing in them. Page of Wands, Justice, and the Knight of Wands. I almost get the feeling some of you have been waiting for this person to do this, Page of Wands. And maybe for some of you, you felt that this was justice. Like, well, I'll take care of them when they need me, or they'll need me one day. Well, one day is here. Like, I'll take action. I'm just waiting. It's probably for one of you watching, but the feeling here is you've been waiting for this person to suck up or to kiss butt or to need you in some way. And it's like you've been waiting to be able to have justice or to take action. I'm intrigued. Tell me more about the Knight of Wands. I feel like this is your energy. Getting justice. Yeah, some of you have been waiting for this day. Oof. Tell me more about this Knight of Wands to justice. Really in your power now to take action. Bottom of the deck, Four of Wands. Some of you live with this person. Queen of Swords. I called the Queen of Swords in the beginning, and there she is hiding right behind the Four of Wands. I kind of feel like you've been waiting for this, so you can say something. You've seen that, you saw this coming a mile away for most of you. Tell me more about the Knight of Wands, because now you can take the inspired action to say something. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Your inspired action. The Emperor. The Ace of Pentacles. You get nothing. Good day, sir. The Page of Cups. Ten of Swords. You get nothing. Good day, sir. That's really the feeling I get here. I think look, if you're an employer and you're interviewing this person, they sound great and they leave and they're hoping for the Ten of Pentacles, I think your response back to them is the Ace of Pentacles. And while technically the Ace of Pentacles is the opportunity to get to the 10, when the person's hoping for $10 and you give them $1, that is a resounding rejection. That is a huge no. That is below the minimum wage in most countries on the face of the earth. So there's just this overall feeling here of you were waiting for the moment to be able to tell this person no. And you're not fully coming out and saying no. Ten of Swords. You're just giving them 1/10 of what they thought they would get from you, or 1/10 of what they asked you for, or 1/10 of what they were applying for. You know, this is someone who, again, I like using work as an example because I feel like we can all relate to it and then apply it to our lives accordingly. I don't know. Let's say you're the hiring manager for some department in a company, and this job is like a vice president of operations, and you're interviewing people for that position. And this person sells you nothing but lies and tells you they went to Harvard or whatever, and they make themselves sound extraordinarily well. Like you would be doing yourself a favor by hiring them. And then you call them back in as the Emperor, right? As the hiring individual. And instead of giving them a job that's $100,000 a year, you offer them something that's like 1/10 of that. And you say, well, we do need a part-time custodian Mondays and Tuesdays from 9 a.m. till 11 a.m. if you'd like that position. That's the slap in the face that I feel here. That's how you're going to end it without actually ending it, is thinking about it and saying, well, I've been waiting for this moment, or I've been waiting for someone to try to get one over on me, or I was waiting for that particular individual to try to get one over on me. Like, it's different for all of you, but your comeback is brilliant. You're giving them 1/10 of what they originally thought they would get out of you. That is how you are ending a situation with this impersonator / imposter. Bravo to you, Libra. Triple Ace of Sword moment there for you. I love this for you very, very much. That is what I have for you for the week of April 20th, 2025. Do not F with Libra this week. That is what I have for you. If you like this message, it resonates with you, or you wish to claim all or part of it, or maybe just found it to be hopeful, or maybe even entertaining. I sure shit did. Please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Scorpio, my moon babies. Let's see what's headed our way the week of April 20th, 2025. We have Thief. Robbed, lost, theft, physical or emotional loss. Tell me more about Thief here for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Tell me more about Thief. Oh, what's that song I just heard? Don't Go Breaking My Heart. I wouldn't if I tried. Right from the start, I gave you my heart. I have no idea why I'm hearing that song. Tell me more about Thief here for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. One more shuffle. Thank you. Oh, is this a case of someone stole your heart? The Star. Oh, my Lord. The Devil. The Queen of Wands. The World. Yeah, don't go breaking my heart. Bottom of the deck. King of Pentacles. The Hermit. And the Tower. Hot damn, what are you doing this week? All right, tell me a little bit about this. Let's clarify a few of these cards. Tell me about the Star. I feel like Queen of Wands is your energy. I know you're a water sign. Please don't drop me comments. I'm well aware of your element. And you don't have to be a feminine. You very well could be a masculine. That could be King of Wands. Or you could be a King of Wands and resonate with Queen of Wands. I don't judge. Tell me more about the star here for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the week of April 20th, 2025. What do they need to know about the star? One more shuffle. Thank you. It's a cause to celebrate. 5 of Cups, 3 of Swords, 4 of Swords. You're celebrating healing, something that was broken. You're celebrating healing heartbreak, feeling neglected or rejected by someone. It's a cause for celebration. The cause for celebration to heal. What is this devil energy here? What is the devil energy here? Look how your cards are. Like, not even shuffling. What is the devil energy here for Scorpio? You're healing a connection here. Bottom of the deck, 10 of Pentacles. You're healing a connection here that you didn't think could be healed. Or you're healing something within yourself that you didn't think could be healed. Take it all how it resonates to you. Tell me about the devil here. One more shuffle. Thank you. Devil, clarify 2 of Cups. When I'm good, I'm good. 10 of Swords. You're healing a connection with someone this week. 4 of Cups. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Swords. You're healing a connection with an individual this week. I feel like at some point, I don't know what transpired here because I'm reading for so many of you. Something transpired in the connection you have with this person. There was soulmate, soul bond connection. It could be your neighbor, your colleague, your friend, your boss, family member, lover. You know me if you've seen me before. There's 2 things about me. I hardly ever read body parts. I only read energy. And 2, I believe soulmate and soul bond connections and contracts are, in our life for a wide variety of reasons, and they show up in a wide variety of ways and forms. So I don't know who this person is for you. I know that you've had a pretty significant ending with this person. 10 of Swords, sliding scale for me. I don't know if you felt backstabbed or betrayed. This person lied to you. They lied to you multiple times. You caught them in a bunch of lies. There could, and this could go both ways. No, okay, I'm a Scorpio moon. We're not all innocent. So whether we experienced this or we did this to someone else, because that's quite possible, there's a feeling here of being obsessed with healing a connection with someone where there's been some kind of 10 of Swords, 4 of Cups, 5 of Cups, 3 of Swords kind of moment. I'm heartbroken. I feel rejected. I feel neglected. The love could be unrequited. There were some cutting words. I backstabbed you. You backstabbed me. Like, take it all how it resonates to you. But there was a thief here of an emotional loss to some extent here in this connection. And now there's the ability to come back together again. Queen of Wands. And I feel like it's you taking the inspired action to fix this connection. Tell me about the Queen of Wands here. This is like the door's about to close. You ever see like the elevator doors are about to close and then like someone gets their hand in there and they're like, whoa, wait a minute. I kind of feel like that's what you're doing here. Like right before this got really close to ending, it's like you're kind of putting your hand through the elevator doors like, whoa, wait a minute. Do you have room for one more? That kind of feeling. Tell me about the Queen of Wands here. Sun, Moon, and Rising. Bottom of the deck, 3 of Cups. When I'm good, I'm good. You're like, no, wait a minute. I don't want to lose this person after all. I don't want to lose this job after all. I don't want to have an angry, dialogue with my neighbor every time I see them. This is you wanting to make amends. Again, whether you're the one who created this or not, or maybe you just contributed to it in some way, the overall feeling here is, I'm turning the car around. One more shuffle here, please and thank you. Queen of Wands, clarified by 7 of Cups. The High Priestess, and the Page of Swords. Little communication here on your part. 10 of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, and the Death card. That's you, Scorpionic energy. I feel like you were a little confused about whether or not you should be the one to approach this person. Again, whether or not you're the one who did this, or they did this, or is a combination of the two. But I feel like after going within, you're the one who reaches out and communicates with this individual. Page of Swords. And if you're sitting there as a Scorpio and saying, who's not me? Well, just know that this is predictive, okay, for the week of April 20th. And also, it very well could go the other way. I'm leaning very heavily that it's you that's approaching the person, because I'm reading for you, not for them. But take it how you want. Claim it how you want. But something happened here, and now it's like you have a reason to celebrate. I feel like you're coming back together again with this person after some type of emotional loss or setback here in the connection. Tell me about the World card here for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Bottom of the deck, the Moon. Tell me more about the World card here. One more shuffle. Thank you. You know, for some of you, you may not know how this person's going to respond. Five of Pentacles, King of Swords, and the Four of Pentacles. Bottom of deck, Ten of Pentacles shows itself again. I feel like you're approaching this person. I'm going to be honest with you. I think the person's a little cold towards you. I don't know what transpired here or what you said to them. I mean, there's 10 swords, 3 swords, 4 cups, 5 of cups. I don't know what you did, what they did, what you both did to one another. I do see healing. 4 swords healing, the star healing. And I feel more than anything, it's you being obsessed with wanting to heal the connection. I do see this person holding on to you energetically, 4 pentacles. And I like the 5 of pentacles in the deck I use for you because the 2 people are coming together. I just don't think the person's response to you is going to be very lovey-dovey. I think they're very hurt. The King of Swords does not show their emotion, and neither does the King of Pentacles. I feel like this is the same person. So I think there is a wanting to come back together with you, but there's not this huge expression of love from this person right away. Because again, whatever this was appears to be a bit cutting. So it looks like they're going to invest in the connection to some extent as the King of Pentacles. So you're getting some pentacle energy from them. However, that's going to show up for you will be different. Time, love, money, communication, etc. But they're kind of going with it and doing a little soul searching about the connection and what transpired. And then we get a Tower moment, which they're triggering. Now they're going to trigger, they're going to cause or create the Tower moment. What is the Tower moment that this person is doing? What is the Tower moment? I feel like this is their response to you. After like thinking about this. Bottom of deck, Ace of Cups. Don't go breaking my heart. I'm telling you, you guys are back together again. Or you're talking to the neighbor again. Or all is well, you know, at the office if this happens at work. Tell me more about the Tower here. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Tower, clarified by the King of Cups. See the elevation and feelings. Okay, I heard you out. Okay, I'm going to invest. Okay, here's a little now. Now there's some expression of emotion. Page of Wands, your communication, and the Empress. Whether they're the Empress, you're the Empress. Bottom of the deck, 9 of Swords, Judgment, and the 6 of Cups. 2 of Swords, the Lovers, and the Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So I don't know what transpired here, or for some of you, it's going to happen early this week, okay? But I do see the 2 of you coming back together again. But again, for this person, there's incremental steps for them. So if you want this person in your life, whoever they are, you're going to have to be a little patient with them, okay? Because again, there's the King of Swords of wanting to come back together again. The King of Pentacles being that emotional investment. Pentacle investment. And then you've got some emotional investment here with the King of Cups. The only person we're missing here is the King of Wands. So they might be a little... they're not taking action towards you like you would expect them to. For me, the King of Pentacles, slowest king. King of Cups, second slowest. King of Swords, third slowest. For me, anyway. So King of Wands for me is the fastest. And I don't see this person like responding back to you quickly or rushing to you quickly or anything like that. There's an incremental process here to them opening up their emotions, but inevitably they will with that Judgment card to the 6 of Cups. So by the end of the week, it looks like whoever this person is, you and they are finding your way back to one another. But that's a hell of a way to start the week. I'm a Scorpio moon. I'm not claiming that, although I kind of already had this moment with my person. So maybe this is us incrementally, fixing that. I keep saying we're joined to the hip. Nothing's ever going to separate us. But yeah, for some of you, you've already experienced this. And for others of you, it's happening at, early part of this week, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. But again, by the time you get into next weekend, things are definitely like balancing out. And this person's coming like back around more affectionately towards you. Take those messages, how they resonate to you, and claim it only if you want. That's what I have for you, Scorpio, for the week of April 20th, 2025. If you like this message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Sagittarius. Let's see what is headed your way the week of, I was almost going to say August, the week of April 10th, 2025. We have Groupie. Tell me more about Groupie here for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Tell me more about Groupie for Sagittarius, sun, moon, and rising. Are you having a clash this week? Bottom of the deck, 7 of Cups. I feel like something is transpiring this week and you're not quite sure what to do about it. Tell me more about groupie here for Sagittarius, sun, moon, and rising for the week of April 10th. One more shuffle. Thank you. I'm looking out my window. It's spring here in the Northern Hemisphere, and I can already see the wasps outside the window. I can't believe it. We have the Sun card. We have the Ace of Wands. We have the Page of Cups. And we have the Hermit. Bottom of the deck, my dear, we have the 6 of Swords, the 6 of Cups, and the 10 of Wands. That leaves the Queen of Cups, 10 of Cups, and 10 of Pentacles. Wow. At the bottom of the deck, 6 of Wands, though, is in the reverse. Interesting. I feel like you have a connection in your life, Sag, and I don't know who this person is to you. This 6 of Cups, you know, is any soulmate, soul bond connection. Your neighbor, your friend, family member, colleague, lover. I feel like you have a lot of love for this individual or a lot of esteem. However, I kind of feel like you've been sitting here in indecision, not knowing if you want to move away from this person. Like if you want to continue to have them in your life or not. The Sun. Why is the Sun here? I feel like something's being illuminated this week to you. Tell me more about the Sun here for Sag. Bottom of the deck, we have 7 of Wands. Tell me more about the Sun here for Sagittarius for the week of April 20th, 2025. 7 of Cups shows itself again. Tell me more about the Sun card here for Sag. One more shuffle. Thank you. 7 of Cups, Queen of Swords, and the 3 of Wands. Bottom of the deck, 5 of Cups. I feel like something is illuminated to you this week, Sag, that leaves you a bit confused and not knowing what direction you want to go in regarding this individual. Tell me about the Ace of Wands. Tell me about the Ace of Wands here for Sag, sun, moon, and rising. Bottom of the deck, we have 10 of Swords. Something's definitely being illuminated to you, Sag. You're finding something out this week. Tell me more about this. One more shuffle. Thank you. Ace of Wands, clarified by the Hierophant. The Knight of Cups. I'm going to take that card. It did come out face up. The 2 of Cups. Sag, I feel like you're finding out information this week that confirms something that you've known for a while. I think you're keeping it to yourself, to be quite honest. Whoever this individual or these individuals are that you're finding the information out about, I don't know if they know that you know. I don't believe so. The feeling I'm getting here is it just happens to be like happenstance or coincidence that this is the week this person is coming in with like some kind of offer towards you. I don't know if this is a friend who's asking if you want to go to the movies. I don't know if this is a lover who's looking to reconcile or making some loving gesture towards you. If this is the company that you work for, because Hierophant and Career and Finance reading could be the institution or corporation that you work for, the company you work for. So it could be them making an offer to you. I don't know if this is like buying you lunch. I don't have Pentacle energy here in terms of raises or promotion, but I wouldn't discount that either. There's just a feeling here of whoever you've been illuminated to something here, right? You've become illuminated to something, and therefore you're contemplating moving away from it or in a different direction from it. And simultaneously, while that's happening, you're actually receiving a heartfelt gesture from this individual. Page of Cups. Tell me about the Page of Cups. What is this offer, information, or communication that Saggy is receiving? Bottom of the deck, Queen of Pentacles. Tell me more about this. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Page of Cups, clarified by the 3 of Pentacles, the Moon, and the Tower. I don't think you see this coming. Whether this person is asking you out on a date, whether maybe it is the job who's offering you now some type of raise or promotion. I kind of feel like this person is coming in wanting to collaborate with you in some way. And with that moon to the tower, it tells me you really don't see this offer, information, apology, opportunity coming your way. And then we have the Hermit. I think you're going to go within here because, again, you know something about them that they don't know you know. And so before you make this decision about whether to accept this, I feel like you're doing a little bit of soul searching this week. The Celestial Weaver in this deck is very similar to the Magician card. Tell me more about the Hermit here for Sag, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Why the Hermit energy? One more shuffle. Thank you. We have the Death card, the Seven of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles. You're not sure if you want to invest in that because at the bottom of the deck, we have Devil, High Priestess, and the Five of Wands. And then the Star card. Whomever, whatever this is, at some point was something you wished or hoped for. The person, the job, the friendship, the living situation, etc., etc. Different for all of you. The one thing you all have in common is that at some point you were hoping against hope that it would come to you. Well, now it's here. The problem is, since you first hoped for it, and now you've realized it's actually quite toxic. The friendship, the connection, the place of employment, the living situation, etc., etc. And so it appears you're tapping into your intuition and you're a bit internally conflicted about whether or not you want to accept this offer, whether you want to continue working there, accept a job, take this person back into your life, go out on this date. Again, I don't know what it is for you, but King of Pentacles is someone who's a very shrewd and wise investor. The Seven of Pentacles is, I don't know if I want to invest. And the Death card is, I don't know if I want to end this connection once and for all, or this situation, or this environment, or if I want to take them up on this offer opportunity and transform it in some way. So I kind of feel like you're stuck. Something's been illuminated. They don't know you know something. You've been contemplating an exit strategy, I think for quite some time. I don't think you've been moving fast on this whatsoever. And simultaneously, they come in again with some offer or something, and you're like, wait a minute. At some point, I was wishing and hoping for this. But now that it's here, I don't know if it's good for me. I don't know if it's good for me. I don't know if I want it anymore. Or I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if I want to pursue it anymore. Six of Swords, Six of Cups, Two of Wands. In the deck I used for you in the Two of Wands, the person's actually turning their back. Like officially, they have turned their back. So it's not like the Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot deck where they're teetering. In the deck I used for you, the back is fully turned. Similar to how we see the Three of Wands card in the original Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot deck. Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups, Three of Swords. You may be looking elsewhere for opportunity. Tell me more about this Two of Wands. Now remember, you have the divine gift of free will. You don't have to do what the cards say, but sometimes for the cross watcher, when there's a card there like about a decision, I do like to see, what comes out for them. So for the majority of Sagittarians, this will be your response at some point. Tell me more about this Two of Wands here for Sag, Sun, Moon, and Rising. One more shuffle here. Thank you. We get the Empress. So you will be firmly in your power when you do this because the Empress embodies the best qualities of all four kings or all four queens. You don't have to be a Libra or a Taurus to be an Empress. So I feel whether you're masculine or feminine, you're very much in your power. The Devil and the Seven of Wands. I think your response right now or will be in the near future. For me, wands are days. So I don't think it takes you very long in a Two of Wands. It's like a day or two where you're going back to this person and it appears you will be very guarded against them. Tell me more about this for the cross watcher. One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. I almost feel like you're calling them out. Eight of Wands, your communication. The Six of Wands is in the reverse. Remember, we saw that before. And the Eight of Cups. I think you're calling this person out. Bottom of the deck is Phoenix. Phoenix rising from the ashes. Sag, I feel like you are rejecting this offer, this opportunity, this communication, this date, this apology. I think you're very guarded. I think you see whomever, whatever this is for the toxic person or toxic traits or toxic environment that they bring into your life. At one time, I think you were a groupie. I think you were a fan, and I think you wished upon a star for this to come in. But again, now that it's here, you're seeing it for what it is. I do think you're taking a moment there to think about it in that Two of Wands energy. But then it looks like your answer here is no. Your communication, the Eight of Wands, The Six of Wands in the reverse is you have no victory here. Eight of Cups, I'm walking away. So it looks like you are rejecting whatever this is and rebirthing yourself elsewhere. And that, my friends, is the truth with the Ace of Swords there at the bottom of the deck. That is what I have for you, Sag, for the week of April 20th, 2025. I think in the reading I did for you, there was something about you finally speaking your truth and standing up to Goliath. I think this is the week it's really, really happening. That is what I have for you, my love, for the week of April 20th, 2025. If you like that message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, or maybe just found it to be helpful or hopeful, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Capricorn. Let's see what you don't see coming for the week of April 20th, 2025. Ew, we have threatening, intimidated. Make sure I have your deck going the right way. I do. Intimidated, threatened, bothered. Tell me more about this for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. That's quite the ill card in this deck. Tell me more about this for Capricorn. Bottom of the deck, we have Queen of Cups. Tell me more about threatening here for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. Remember, I don't read body parts. Doesn't have to be masculine or feminine. We have Five of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, Seven of Swords. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Cups shows herself again, King of Cups, and the Nine of Pentacles. That leaves the Four of Cups, Eight of Wands, and Page of Wands here to the World card at the bottom of the deck, Capricorn. I would be very mindful of any opportunities or offers presented to you this week for collaboration. I feel like you have an individual who is hoping you don't succeed or hoping you don't win. It's almost like they're coming in. Here, I'll show you this. And I never get this feeling here from the Five of Cups, right? Because technically the Five of Cups is in the original Rider-Waite-Smith tarot deck. You're crying over the three cups that have spilt, and every tarot reader says, well, if you just turn around, you know, there's two cups. There's another soulmate, soul bond connection on path for you. So it's almost like don't cry over spilt milk. But this is very different. This is like you're holding on to two cups. So you're holding on to this soulmate, soul bond connection. So you recognize it. It means something to you, and you're holding firm to it. But behind you, someone is dumping out cups. Okay, behind your back. This is happening behind your back. You're not seeing this, okay? And I feel like this happened in the past where you held on to a connection because you had love or adoration or admiration for this person. I don't know who they are, friend, family member, colleague, lover, but you were holding on to the soulmate, soul bond connection. Them not so much. Now all of a sudden they're coming in and they want to work with you. They want to reconcile with you. They want to collaborate with you. They want to sell you something. They want to help you with something. Suddenly now, Seven of Pentacles to the Three of Pentacles, they want to work with you. They want to help you become a success. Seven of Pentacles plus Three of Pentacles is 10 of Pentacles. Sounds great. Isn't that lovely when someone at some point, you have a falling out with them, or you become enemies, or you become rivals, and then they come in and want to help you? Oh, that's so great. They've seen the way. No, they haven't. Seven of Swords. They're lying or they're deceiving you. There's something here where they are intimidated by you. They're bothered by you. They see you as a rival. And their offer of assistance is not the assistance you think it is. I don't know who this person or these people are. Could be one person, could be many. I read for a lot of you. Could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Could be a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn. Could be a married couple or two people that you work with. I don't know who they are. I just know that they're presenting themselves as being loyal to you or wanting to help you or wanting to collaborate with you. But honey, while you were holding out for hope in this connection, they were dumping them. Seven of Swords, Eight of Swords. Boy, they've really been up in their head trying to come up with a way on how to deceive you, how to trick you, and get away with it, right? And the Seven of Swords in this deck, I've betrayed you, and now I'm running away. I'm trying to not get caught. Tell me more about the Seven of Swords. What is the Seven of Swords? One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. Knight of Wands. Looking back even to make sure I don't get caught. I want to come in and do this with great precision, right? Swords cut with great precision. But then I want to get the hell out of Dodge as fast as I can. The Sun card, 8 of Pentacles. And all the while make it look like I was helping you. All the while make it look like I was innocent. In the Sun card, we have a baby. How do I'm speaking like them. How do I betray Capricorn? And then make it look like I was innocent and I have so many other things on my plates that I'm juggling. 8 of Pentacles. Oh, that wasn't me. I don't even know who would do that to you. Bottom of the deck, 10 of Pentacles. Some of you, it's money related. For others of you, it's at work. Could be in a construct of a family group. I didn't do that. That's the feeling. I didn't do that. Gee, I wonder who would have did that to you. Tell me more about this 7 of Swords. Tell me more about the 7 of Swords. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Swords. And everything I just said is the truth. Because in a reading, when I see an ace afterwards, for me, it's the truth. And Ace of Swords is like the divine saying, yeah, you said what you said and it's the truth. It's like double confirmation for me when I get the Ace of Swords. What is this person doing? That's what I'd like to know. What are they doing? One more shuffle here. Thank you. What are they doing? Wheel of Fortune. 10 of Cups. Ace of Wands. Messing with your structure, messing with your stability, messing with a new beginning or a new opportunity that you have. Something that makes you emotionally content. They're doing something to betray you. So, in other words, you're doing something that makes you happy. I don't know. Maybe you're in another connect. You know, I could be speaking to a Capricorn where you are in love and you're in a new relationship. And this is an ex coming in just to screw with your head, hoping to ruin this new, partnership that you have. I could be speaking to a Capricorn where you've had difficulty with someone at work. They're bothered by you. They feel like you are a rival of theirs in some respect. And this week they're coming in pretending to help you. And meanwhile, they're sabotaging your work in some way. They're sabotaging your ability to get a raise or a promotion or some kind of advancement. Meanwhile, they're going to act very innocent, like they were very busy doing 100 different things. And no way could have been them who did that. It's like they're taking the opportunity. See, this deck is so different that I use for you. The Wheel of Fortune would be the wheel is spinning, right? But in this one, the Wheel of Fortune is all tied up in string or yarn. So it's like this person is trying to prevent your forward movement towards happiness or towards a new relationship or some advancement in work, all under the guise of, but I'm here for you. We're friends. I love you. Really going to have to tap into your intuition here. Judgment to the Strength to the Queen of Swords. And see this person very clearly for who and what they are. Whew. Tell me more about these people. Queen of Cups, King of Cups, 9 of Pentacles. For some of you, it's one person. For others of you, it's 2, maybe even 3. Right? It's a general collective reading. I'd like to get one card on each of these, please. Queen of Cups, King of Cups, and 9 of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, 6 of Swords. Get the hell away from all of them. Tell me more about this. Queen of Cups, King of Cups, 9 of Pentacles. One more shuffle here. Thank you. 7 of Wands, the Magician, and the Hermit. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Swords again. I think you will be very defensive, or you already are very defensive about these individuals. I think you've already done a lot of soul searching in the Hermit energy, and I think you see them for who and what they truly are. I do think at some point, and maybe even presently, you're manifesting a different outcome, or you're hoping that they are coming in good faith. There is a feeling of here of like, I'm cautiously optimistic. I know who and what they are, right? I've engaged with them before, and I know it, and I just say they because I don't know if it's one person or 10 people. But the feeling here is like, I've engaged with them before, right? I'm very wise. I'm the Hermit, and I see through this person or these people, Ace of Swords, and I'll be guarded and I'll be defensive. However, I'm still going to hope for the best possible outcome. Please be careful, because I feel like you could really end up getting burned. I could see you being manipulated very easily here. And I don't know if you have some fondness for this person, or I could be speaking to Seven of Cups there. I could be speaking to a Capricorn where, like, I don't know, maybe this is family and you really love them and you don't want to think the worst of them. There's something here where you're really hoping for the best possible outcome while simultaneously being defensive. But look, tarot's just there for advice. You do with it, you know, what you want. Bottom of the deck, we have 10 of Wands. Most likely outcome here for Capricorn when it comes to these individuals for this week. Most likely outcome. One more shuffle here. Most likely outcome. The High Priestess, the Six of Swords, and the Two of Swords. Bottom of the deck, 10 of Wands, the Hangman, and the Death card. I think most of you will give this person or these people a try. I do. I think you're undecided about whether or not you want to, you know, move away from them. And so I think you're going to keep your reservations and concerns to yourself. And remember, tarot's predictive energy. That's what the majority of the collective is doing. That does not mean that's what you have to do. You have the divine gift of free will. But it looks like for most of you, it's like you're going to keep a watchful eye on this person or these people. But you're not making any decision to cut them out of your life or to reject them or anything like that. So maybe the whole intent or purpose of this reading was to let you know to just be really, really careful, because they're going to sell you a really good story. But their whole thing is to, like, gunk up your wheel of fortune, to gunk up the next best thing that's supposed to happen to you. And again, this very well could be an ex that suddenly wants to offer you the world, but it's because they think you're in another connection and they just want to ruin that for you. Deception, Seven of Swords, trickery, again, to just try ruining the next relationship for you. And again, if this is work, your colleagues, anything like that, I would just be careful of a frenemy suddenly wanting to help you get a raise or promotion or advancement. It's like, since when? So you're a smart sign. Just be mindful. That is what I have for you, Capricorn, for the week of April 20th, 2025. If you like this message, it resonates with you, you found it to be helpful or hopeful, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Aquarius. Let's see what you don't see coming for the week of April 20th, 2025. We have giving money. So that could be any offer. I see this card as Pentacles. So giving of Pentacle energy, time, love, money, commitment, devotion. An offer of some kind. Tell me more about giving money here for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I just saw the Ace of Cups. I think your tarot card for the week was something of the effect of you receiving an offer and you were unsure about whether or not you wanted to accept it. But on the deck, Eight of Swords. Yeah, unsure. Pretty wrapped up in your head about this. Tell me more about this for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the week of April 20th, 2025. One more shuffle. Thank you. First card out, my dear, we have the Seven of Wands. We have the Queen of Pentacles. We have the Nine of Swords. And we have the Hangman. Bottom of the deck, we have the King of Swords. There's your energy. Five of Swords. And we have the Death card. And then we have the Three of Cups here. That leaves the Moon, the Queen of Swords, and 10 of Wands here at the bottom of the deck. Seven of Wands, I feel like, is your energy. I feel like you're, I want to say, like, protecting yourself a little bit this week. You're kind of like in this little bubble. Like she's like in a snow globe kind of thing. I think you're just kind of like protected from these other wands, other people that like maybe want things from you. Again, whatever Pentacle energy, however that resonates for you, time, love, money, commitment. I think you're trying to go within. You're trying to find peace. You're trying to remain calm. And I think you're a bit guarded. I don't want to say defensive. I'm not getting anything too aggressive from your energy, but I just feel like between that Seven of Wands and Queen of Pentacles, you're nurturing yourself, your finances, your space, really protecting your energy this week. And then we have the Nine of Swords to the Hangman. Why is the Nine of Swords here for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising? It's such a different energy that I feel like this is who is approaching you with like an offer or opportunity. Seven of Cups. And you're a little confused about whether or not you should accept it or how much pentacles you should give to it. Tell me more about the Nine of Swords here. One more shuffle here. Thank you. This is being clarified by the Ten of Cups, the Nine of Wands, and the Page of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, we have Six of Pentacles. Whoever this person is, you know, will be different for all of you. But the one thing that they all have in common is they want to make you an offer or an opportunity or extend an olive branch. Take it how it resonates to you. And I feel like they're trying to sweeten the deal. So you will be extremely happy, 10 of Cup energy, and accept it. Again, I feel like they know that you're very guarded, whether you're just guarded against them directly, personally, or you're just a guarded individual because of crap that you've you've had to deal with or stuff that you've gone through. But they're seeing you as kind of being behind the fence or behind the barrier here in this card. And the deck I used for you, the Nine of Wands, is a little bit different. So you're very resolute, you're very steady, not so much of a wounded warrior, right? There's no bandage on your forehead like we see in the original Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot deck. But you've gone through it, and this person knows you've gone through it, whether, like I said, whether it's been with them or someone else, they just know you've been around the block. You're smarter and wiser, which is why they can feel you almost being protective and guarded. And yet they're coming in with this offer, this Page of Pentacles, opportunity, could be asking you for forgiveness, could be an apology. Whatever it is, they're trying to, I keep hearing sweeten the pot or sweeten the deal. So they're trying to present it to you in such a way that you will be so excited that you will accept what they're giving you, and in exchange, you will give something back to them. They're looking for reciprocity here in the Six of Pentacles. So I'm going to make this offer sound really good, and then Aquarius will take it. And so there will be an equal exchange here of give and take. I give them energy, they give me energy. I make them an offer, they give me money. You know, there's something like that here. But you appear to be suspended here. You don't know if you want this, if you want to accept it. Tell me more about the Hangman energy. You're trying to see things from all perspectives, whether you should, whether you should not. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Pentacles. I think you're taking your sweet time before making a decision here. Tell me more about the Hangman energy here for Aquarius. One more shuffle here. Thank you. We have the Ten of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, and the Chariot. Bottom of the deck, we have Four of Pentacles. So yeah, I feel like you are very future focused this week. So you are thinking, you know, down the line, you're thinking years away from now, is this the job that I want? Is this the house that I want to buy? Is this the relationship I want to be in? Is this the friendship I want to be in? Whomever, whatever this person is, you seem to be really pausing this week and deciding, do you want to move forward with them? And is this an offer or deal, opportunity, or connection that you want to invest any pentacle energy into? I think you'll be up in your head for a minute. And remember, you have the divine gift of free will. You could say yes, you could say no, you could say I have to think about it. But the majority of you are making a decision to move towards happiness. Three of Cups, however you define that, will be different for all of you. So for the cross watcher, let's see what the majority of Aquarians will do. Death to the Three of Cups. That is the death and rebirth card. So tell me more about the Three of Cups here for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Bottom of the deck, we have the Hierophant. You know, maybe for some of you, learning good boundaries, learning to take care of yourself, learning to put yourself first, learning to not make quick split-second decisions, maybe was a lesson of some kind for you. The card that came out is the Seven of Pentacles, followed by the Wheel of Fortune, and followed by the Knight of Cups. Bottom of the deck, we have Page of Swords, to the Four of Pentacles, to the Ace of Pentacles. Again, you have the divine gift of free will, but it appears that the majority of you will be accepting whatever this offer or opportunity is. And even if it's an apology from someone, it looks like you are accepting it. You might actually, for some of you, accept the apology and then give one in return. Take all those messages, how they resonate to you, Aquarius. Remember, at the end of the day, you have the divine gift of free will, but it does look like you learned a very valuable lesson here about your resources, however you define them. And I just feel like moving forward, you will be more prudent about your investment. Like even if you reconnect with this person, friend, neighbor, family member, lover, I just think moving forward, you're going to be very mindful of how you invest pentacle energy. I think you learned something very valuable here about boundaries, about putting yourself first and taking care of yourself. This person is very worried, though, that you will not accept the offer, whether it's new or, you know, from a past person. But again, for most of you, it does look like you are accepting it, but moving forward, you will be much more mindful about how you invest in this. I don't think you're putting 150% of yourself in it anymore and leaving yourself depleted. That is what I have for you, Aquarius, for the week of April 20th, 2025. If you like this message, it resonates with you, or you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Pisces. Let's see what you don't see coming for the week of April 20th, 2025. We have boss daddy, could be boss mama. I don't read body parts. Stable, rich, business owner, CEO, big D energy, big V energy. My word. Tell me more about this for Pisces, sun, moon, and rising. This could be you. This could be someone coming your way. Let's see what tarot has. Tell me more about boss daddy, boss mama here for Pisces. Bottom of the deck, the star. You're either looking to heal something or someone's coming towards you to heal something. Tell me more about this. One more shuffle here. Thank you. This is clarified by the Three of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, Strength, and the Moon card. Bottom of the deck, Four of Pentacles, Three of Wands, Nine of Pentacles. What is the Seven of Swords here? What is the Seven of Swords here for Pisces, sun, moon, and rising? Bottom of the deck, Queen of Pentacles. Tell me more about the Seven of Swords here for Pisces, sun, moon, and rising. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Seven of Swords, clarified by Death. The Emperor. Well, there's your boss daddy, boss mama. And the Lovers. The Moon. Why is the Moon here? One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Moon, clarified by Seven of Cups, Six of Pentacles, and the Four of Cups. Why is the Four of Cups here? I'll give you your message in a minute. Why is the Four of Cups here? One more shuffle. Thank you. Four of Cups, clarified by Eight of Wands, the Fool, and the Queen of Pentacles. I haven't clarified the Nine of Pentacles yet. I'm just going to say what I'm thinking is right because an ace decided to slide out of the deck. Why is the Nine of Pentacles here? One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. Nine of Pentacles, clarified by Wheel of Fortune, High Priestess, Ace of Pentacles shows itself again, bottom of the deck, Three of Swords. I'm going to end up taking the cards off the table and reading it again for those of you on the other timeline, okay? This is such a recurring message. I don't even want to take up any more time on it. And I don't mean to be rude. Some of you are going to try to boss up this week in boss daddy or boss mama energy to strategically come in and try to reconcile with an individual who has already made the decision and they're keeping it to themselves that they are looking to become autonomous of their connection with you and they're looking to have a new beginning elsewhere. I don't know what elsewhere is. Someone else, by themselves, whatever. This person is just waiting. Three of Wands to the Nine of Pentacles. They are just biding their time waiting. So I'll go through the cards real quick. Three of Pentacles, your energy. You're looking to work or collaborate or reconcile or come back together with someone to build something. Seven of Swords, you're being very strategic. Boss daddy, boss mama. Very strategic in how you can come in to transform this connection. You're taking the lead on this Emperor, Empress energy, and you are making the choice that you want to be with this person. Friend, family member, lover, colleague, neighbor. I don't know who they are. You take it how it resonates to you. Strength card, taking a lot of strength and courage, of course, as it would to approach someone when you don't know in that moon energy what their response will be to you. Seven of Cups, although you're not sure what their response will be and you're confused by it, you're willing to make the effort anyway. Six of Pentacles, bravo to you. You believe in love, whether that's platonic or romantic. This individual is rejecting you. Four of Cups. They're not saying yes. They're not saying no. When I clarify the Four of Cups, I get the Eight of Wands, the Fool, and the Queen of Pentacles. This individual is looking to have a new beginning. I don't know if it's with someone or someone else. Look, I don't know. Maybe you're presenting an offer to an employee and they're not telling you yes or no, you know, I don't know, Mrs. Pisces, I don't know, Mr. Pisces, if I want that position, or I want, you know, I want that promotion. I have to think about it. The odds are, you know, if that's the case, and I'm just going to use work as an example, because again, boss, right? We're going to use boss out of boss daddy, boss mama. You're presenting an employee this week with an opportunity for advancement, and this person has been looking for a job elsewhere. They haven't quite found the job elsewhere, so they're not yet ready to tell you no, and they're not ready to give you their 2-week notice, but they're looking for an out. They don't want to be here anymore at your company. They're just biding their time. This person is waiting. They're holding on for now, 4 of Pentacles, but they're waiting for their ship to come in so they can become autonomous of this job and go work elsewhere. And yeah, that's really going to hurt you when they make this judgment call that right now they're keeping to themselves about wanting to be emotionally content at another company. Same thing if this is a friend, a family member, or a lover. I love that you're bossing up. I love that you're willing to fight for something or someone that you want. But at this point, you're breaking your own heart. You can't even blame this person anymore because you're doing it to yourself. That's all I'm going to say. And I'm not going to beat you up. I did it for a long time before I left him. So I get it. I do. I get it. All right. For those of you where that's not the message and you're on the other timeline, boss daddy, boss mama. You either already left whatever this is and you're in something new, or you're in a new place, or you're just in a new mindset. I was almost going to say Scorpio, so I don't know if you're dealing with a Scorpio. But for Pisces, my divination board just rolled off the table. I have no draft in here. I know the windows are open, but it's not windy in here at all. There's no draft. It literally just rolled right off of its holder onto the floor. Yep. Okay. I'll get it afterwards. All right. Going to take that as a sign. Boss daddy, boss mama for the Pisceans on the other timeline. Sun, moon, and rising. Tell me more about boss daddy and boss mama. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Cups. That's your energy, whether or not you are masculine or feminine. Tell me more about this boss daddy, boss mama, big D, big V energy for Pisces, Sun, moon, and rising. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Your first card out, we have the Ace of Cups, 7 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. I hope the other timeline is watching. 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Wands, and the Lovers. That's what a healthy relationship looks like, where there's no 7 of Swords and no one is trying to convince the other one to want them. Anyway, I digress. For those of you where you currently are in a love connection, this looks like a really good week where your relationship is moving forward or becoming more stable, becoming more sound. So I don't know if you've been dating this person for a couple of weeks, a couple of months. Take it how it resonates to you. But I feel like this is a new beginning in love for you in some respect. I think this connection is, it does not deplete you. Your cup continued to overflow with. I think you're a little resistant in 7 of Pentacles energy because you're, afraid. Again, it's kind of like once bitten, twice shy type of feeling. But you have the potential to really go the distance with this person. I think you're taking it slow, 3 of Pentacles, but I think in the back of your mind, there's like a little girl or a little boy laughing like, oh my God, this could be it, is the feeling that I have here. Like, this could really be it. And for others of you where you're single and you've been doing the work, the healing work and all that, yeah, I think this week you're meeting someone new. Yep, bottom deck, Knight of Cups. Tell me more about this individual, Queen of Pentacles. They don't have to be an earth sign. I just feel like they're very grounded. I feel like they're very grounded. Solid, stable. They make decent money. They want long-term commitment. It's not a hit it or quit it. Now, I'm not saying they're not Knight of Wands in the bed. I'm just saying when they're done, they're not fleeing like the Knight of Wands typically would. So I like this. Whether you're currently in a connection or you're about to meet someone new, this appears to be the person you have been waiting for. Tell me more about this Queen of Pentacles or King of Pentacles here. One more shuffle. Thank you. Page of Wands, the Empress, And the King of Pentacles. Look, 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 look. This is a good match. Okay, this is a good match. These are two people who are coming together to build a future together. I feel like this person does put you on a pedestal, and sometimes that's not a good thing in a relationship. Like there shouldn't be an off balance like that. However, I kind of feel like this person almost like knows everything you've gone through. I also think this person learns a lot from you. For some of you, there could be a little bit of an age difference between you and this individual, but they are solid and they are steady and they are sturdy and they're a long term. And for some of you, either you have a kid or they have a kid, but there's some discussion here about moving forward together in the future, making the choice to do that. So I could be speaking to a Pisces. Like I said, you've been dating this person for a couple of weeks, maybe even a couple of months. And this week is like the discussion if you want to take it more seriously or be monogamous or just see one another. There could be some future talk here, especially for those of you where you already have children or you are of childbearing years. There could be some discussion about, would you like to have children in the future? Again, I feel like it's a new love, a new connection, and they're just trying to get to know you and to see if you both have like similar ideas or values for the future. And for those of you where you're completely single, I think you again, if you're making yourselves vulnerable, you have someone really solid here. Lovers, the choice is yours. You don't have to make yourself vulnerable and meet this person. You could be introduced to this person through friends. You don't necessarily have to take this person up on the offer and go out on a date with them. You could be dating them and you have the choice whether or not you want to, make this monogamous. The choice is always yours. Bottom of the deck, King of Wands. For some of you, you've dated this person, you've been on a couple dates with them, and this is the week that the two of you are becoming intimate for the first time. Tell me more about the Lovers card. One more shuffle. In that case, get ready for big D, big V energy. We have Temperance here, Archangel Michael bringing the two of you together. There's your sexy time, the Knight of Wands, and the Eight of Cups. Why is the Eight of Cups here? Six of Cups. Oh, one more shuffle here. Thank you. Seven of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, Death card. For those of you where you are single, okay, I'm gonna read this I'm gonna read this couple different ways. You've been dating this person for a while, okay? This is the discussion this week about higher level of commitment, is seeing one another exclusively, maybe even becoming intimate for the first time. There could be some discussion here about children, especially if you have them already or you are of childbearing years. There's some discussion here about, there's a lot of future talk here. Where do you see yourself? Where do I see myself? That kind of thing. There is intimacy involved here this week, whether you've been with this person a while or for others of you, this is the first time that you're going to be intimate with this person. I think the divine is also throwing in a monkey wrench. For those of you where you've been stuck in that other situation, you have someone new being put on your path. It's almost like you're refusing to let go of the bumper of a Yugo. If you don't remember the Yugo vehicle, and don't take offense if you're Yugoslavian, my father's Yugoslavian. Just if you don't remember the Yugo, okay, just look up, Google image the Yugo, okay. You're holding on to the back of the bumper of the Yugo, and suddenly, I don't know, you have a brand new Tesla or a brand new Corvette or a brand new Porsche or a brand new Mercedes roll up next to you. And you have the opportunity to grab onto that bumper, or better yet, get into the passenger seat. You're going to keep holding on to the back bumper of the Yugo. So I'm going to say, for those of you holding on to a relationship that you should have let go of, I'm going to read this, that this new person is to entice you to get away from this other person, this soulmate soul bond connection where the contract has expired and it was replete with deception. There's something here to entice you to abandon that connection. Take it all how it resonates. It's up to you. If you want to end it or whatever, but you're meeting this new I'm telling you, you're meeting this new person so you can put an end to the old connection. It's all happening in divine timing, the Devil card. So you can cut out this devil by accepting this new love offer. So if you're currently in the connection, congratulations, things are going well. If you're just meeting this person this week, I think take it slow, Pentacle energy, but you have Archangel Michael here bringing you together with this person. And for those of you hanging on to the back bumper of a Yugo, you have a really nice effing Mercedes pulling up, opening up the passenger door and saying, would you like to get in? So it's up to you. You want to hold on to the back of the bumper. At the end of the day, it's your choice. I personally would want to sit in a Mercedes, but that's up to, that's up to me. That's my choice. That is what I have for you. Little divine intervention here from Archangel Michael, bringing you and a soulmate or soul bond connection together. Some of you just really deserve this because of what you've gone through in the past. And for others of you, it's the universe's way to get you away from that other connection. It's all happening in divine timing. That is what I have for you, Pisces, for the week of April 20th, 2025. I told you by hook or by crook, somehow these two timelines are coming together and we're slowly beginning to see that happen. If you like these messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace. Well, collective, there you have it. That's what you don't see coming for all 12 signs and all placements for the week of April 20th, 2025. And quick little reading for all of us watching. We have girl fight. Could be boy fight. There's just an argument here with someone. Some type of verbal confrontation. Knight of Swords here was at the bottom of this deck. So some type of verbal altercation, confrontation, disagreement here is occurring. Tell me more about this argument here for the collective. Could be a dispute. For someone watching, someone thinks they're in competition with you. I don't know what the hell that's all about. Let's see what comes out in tarot. Tell me more about this for the collective. Bottom of the deck, Page of Swords. Page of Swords, Two of Pentacles. Some type of information or communication is received. Tell me more about this for the collective. All signs, all placements. One more shuffle. Thank you. First card out, the World. The King of Wands. The Ten of Wands. The Star. Bottom of the deck, Seven of Pentacles. King of Swords. Page of Wands. Didn't we have this message for you last week? Maybe this is the apology for the argument that happened last week. That leaves the Six of Pentacles, Five of Cups, Three of Pentacles here to the Seven of Swords. I'm so glad I looked at the bottom of the deck. Who's this King of Wands here? Who is this King of Wands? I feel like you had some kind of ending here with someone. Queen of Cups just showed herself. Who is this King of Wands? You've learned a lesson. There was something here you had to learn, and you've learned it. Whether you continue whatever this is or not, the lesson has been learned. One more shuffle here. Thank you. King of Wands, clarified by Seven of Cups, Four of Wands, and the Knight of Wands. Someone's taking inspired action to come towards you. Tell me, what is the Star card here? You learned something very valuable by this argument, this dispute, this ending, this confrontation. And I'm not going to clarify the world because what you learned is different for all of you. But you learned something from this. This person's now like jumping through like a hoop of fire to try to get to you. Seven of Cups is very different in this deck. Wishing on a star, you being the star. And here we have the Star card again. So it's like this person is jumping through hoops to try to get your attention this week. I think there was some kind of argument here at some point. There was some kind of argument, and now they're looking you up and maybe even traveling to you or coming to see you. I feel like this ending or disconnection or separation has been quite burdensome for this person. And it's like they want to plant new seeds with you. The Ten of Wands card in this deck, someone's like looking at tulips here, looking at flowers. So I feel like they want to plant new seeds with you. And I know this is a heavy lift after whatever transpired here. What was this argument? I don't feel like this is going to resonate with everyone, but what was this argument about? One more shuffle. Thank you. The Queen of Cups, the Sun, and the Emperor. Wow. Feelings. There was an argument here about feelings. There was an argument here about feelings, about long-term goals. Someone became emotionally closed off when this argument happened. But they still kept an eye on you. One eye is showing here in the Sun card. So even though, you know, there was something here about feelings. So there was an argument here about feelings or long-term commitment or long-term stability or the direction or future of this connection or this business enterprise. You know, take it how it resonates to you. But it's like one person closed up after this argument, like a clamshell here, closed up, and the other person still kept an eye on the other. So you take this how it resonates to you, whether you're the one who closed up or whether you're the one who kept an eye on the other person and they're the ones who closed up. Whoever's been keeping an eye on the other person is deciding to take action now. Tell me about the Star card here now. Yeah, like willing to jump through hoops of fire here. Thank you. We have the Queen of Swords, communication, the Hangman, and the Two of Pentacles. I feel like this person is hoping that, again, the Queen of Swords in this deck is looking through a telescope. This person has been watching you. I don't know how they've been watching you, but they've been watching you for quite some time. And they've like very delicately, see how she's balancing on the top of a building. She's, you know, they've been very delicately trying to come back in to heal this connection with you. Seven of Pentacles, King of Swords. What do we have there? Queen to the King of Swords. So they don't have to be air signs, but this is someone who wants to communicate with you. Page of Wands, they want to communicate with you. Hermit, King of Swords. Again, this deck has two kings in it, which I love. Even the Emperor, there's two emperors in this deck. But yeah, and again, looking at you. You can't make this up. One eye looking at you in the King of Swords. Page of Wands looking at you with the magnifying glass. I feel like you've gone quiet. Oh, ever since this Three of Swords moment with this person, you've gone quiet or you've retreated. This person's now like willing to jump through hoops, jump through fire to have a conversation with you again. For some of you, you've gone on with your life and this person's trying to come back in. What is the Page of Wands? What is the communication here? One more shuffle. Yeah, you're going to have to take it out of resonance. For some of you, this just happened. And for others of you, it happened some time ago. But the one thing you all have in common is like, this is a week this person wants to reach out. Bottom of the deck, Eight of Cups. Yeah, you've like emotionally disengaged from this person. And look, if it's the other way around, then you're the one, you know, approaching this person for conversation. Seven of Swords. Nine of Pentacles. Tell me more. One more shuffle. Thank you. Ten of Swords. Oof. Bottom of the deck, Four of Pentacles. I feel like this person is trying to be very strategic how they come in after this ending or perceived ending or whatever act of betrayal took place here. And look, I don't know really who I'm reading for. So, and by that, what I mean is you're either the one going towards this person, you've been keeping an eye on them, and now you're, you know, communicating with them, or they've been keeping an eye on you, and this is the week they're communicating with you. But someone's being very sly and slick here to come towards you. Again, after this ending or this perceived ending. And I feel like whoever's being approached has been very guarded. The Four of Pentacles in this deck, the person's behind the fence, but the fence has chains and locks on it. The hands are closed off. So I don't know who, you know, I don't know which person you are here, but whoever's being approached is very guarded and keeping to themselves. Tell me about this Seven of Swords. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Pentacles. Boy, it took them a long time to get here, didn't it? Tell me more about this Seven of Swords. One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. Five of Pentacles, the Empress, and the Five of Wands. Wow, Emperor to the Empress. Take it all how it resonates to you. But the Five of Wands in this deck is playing chess. Remember, I just said strategic. This person is really strategizing. It's either you or them. Really strategizing on how to approach the other. Emperor to the Empress. This is wanting to rebirth something again. In the Five of Pentacles in this deck, there's, I know it's a snowy, winter scene, but there are vines beginning to grow. There's life. Somebody wants to plant, Seven of Pentacles, plant new seeds with you or protect whatever is left of the connection so it can continue to grow. I don't know who this is. Like I said, friend, family member, or lover. You had an argument. You had a war of words. You kind of went silent. You learned a valuable lesson, or they did, when it comes to boundaries. Whoever was the aggressor, that's probably the easiest way for me to say, whoever was the aggressor is coming in a very slick and sly way to apologize to the other. Six of Swords, Page of Cups, and the Lovers. You can't make it up. Whoever was the aggressor, wanting to move into calmer waters, no longer wanting to argue, offering a little apology or an explanation of some kind, hoping that you will make the choice to reconnect with them once again after whatever this fallout was. Whatever you choose to do is your business, is your decision, is your divine gift of free will. Whether you take them back or you don't, just remember the lesson so you don't have to repeat that hurtful incident again. Again, you can take them back or not. That's up to you. But the message here for me is like don't repeat the lesson. Otherwise, you have to have to experience that pain all over again. That is what I have for you, collective, for the week of April 20th. Again, I was going to say August. April 20th, 2025. If you like this message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for all of you again, I hope you have a fantastic week. And as always, I am wishing you light, love, and peace.